here. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I ain't gonna do no more talking, man. Introduce artists to my right.
Spoonie, walk down shit. Appreciate Verbal for bringing me on. I mean, that's it.
Salute, man. Salute. And artists to my left.
It's the Joker, Young Al, Bravehearts, East New York. Let's
You
get it.
already know. Let's go. Listen, man, this is a highly anticipated battle. Y'all about to be entertained right now. DJ.
Versus what y'all deserve. No yelling or gun bars, don't be absurd. I would still leave this man's brain on the curb, cause he keep yelling and my peace won't be disturbed. Look, y'all ain't his homies, look how y'all treat him. Sent him here, ready for war, and his family need him. Pumped him up, but for the last time, it might be a flat line, cause he had heart, but he just couldn't beat him. Who your teacher? Why you angry in all your raps? You should bring it down, be more precise when you attack. It intrigues me, the gun got breasts, I pull it back, then gun butt him. Looks like the baby is still attached, this boy angry. Always got a problem in the choice, he shows force by turning up the volume of his voice. You become food to niggas at the bottom of the void, where they all screaming, nobody is bothered by the noise. You ain't pop child, a lot of your learning is incomplete. You should stop now. I hold the knowledge you want to seek, but he's still a kid cleaning his room. We're never fooled. We lift up the sheets and all of the garbage is underneath. You disappoint me. Why were you rushing to have a plate? It was all simple. A spoon and a napkin don't have a place on the first serving. Killers for dinner, we graduate to vampires. So fuck what you're eating, I have a steak. See, protection is why you ahead. They wouldn't punish you. What happens when a nigga with aim begin a gun for you? Will it be our homies that's loyal? You got to cover you, big spoon. All of them bitches should be in front of you. Little brother, I don't know why you seek danger when I can give you counsel, guidance, even a favor. I showed you love, helped you at the door, see you later, and all of that. Now you disrespect me for the strangers, remedy for the anger, mentally in the stranglehold. Do you feel like you home? I wouldn't change you, no. You're an animal, maybe I wouldn't cage you. He out his mind, looking like Kennedy from an angle. I watched when you was first born verse Luke had a live show, and you weren't shy verse 2. Who am I though? Did he get the nod? He shouldn't move in. Yeah, I know that I'm gonna tie up the loose ends. Student in the future versus the teacher in the present. Tell us something else besides you reaching for a weapon. I gave you opportunity, I'm leading you direction. Should I let you rock? Why add media collection? Do you know why? God favored Abel over Cain. Shit, Abel didn't mind losing. Cain won again. Shit, Cain turned around and killed his brother with a shame. It remains. A sacrifice is more than what you paid. Look at me, Kate. I don't want to take you on a replay. Chosen took fire. Canova chose spoon, so that's free base. I was never walking for a cheesesteak. I put a beat on and started walking on the freeway. The Cody was really predetermined in advance. They never told you. The scorpion that's lurking in the sand. See that money is for L and for optics in the fans. Make it seem like every other person got a chance. Little brother, I'm asking that we all get along. Should I love you? And that's been the cause of this all shit. One tear dropped to the floor for my dog, and I promise I'ma love you more when you gone.
Talking to like that, nigga. Huh? He wasn't expecting that. There itself. It's about time we had that conversation. Yeah, it's about that time. I just need y'all to vibe with me. Just vibe with me. Just lock in. Listen. I be taking L's in real life, it's called balance. Remember going to sleep doing the crate challenge? Remember hitting licks just to break my frustration? Walk down, bust a right, that's an L formation. I'm sorry, but nothing I say is to try to trouble you. I only took this L to turn it to a W. So many hits that went wrong that should have went well. 14 was my first time, that was my young L. I never tripped, just poured the full and rolled the spliff. I was cool with taking L's long as I got the flip. A real L taught me consequences, repercussions. This L rap a lot of punches, no substance. They say life's a bitch, and what I did, I still trailed her. I'm looking in the eyes of the old me, my failures. I used to ask myself why these L's keep coming round. It all makes sense. I finally get the chance to kill it now. Look at me, all your decisions, I had enough of you. I can't keep taking these L's. That shit uncomfortable. You think, but you always miss the little details. Like the sandcastle cool, but where is the seashells? So many teeth jokes, but for you I withstood it. They don't know how many times I really had to bite the bullet. I blame you, the reason why I feel how I felt. I never liked board games, I played the cards I was dealt. Every action give reaction, it was lessons that was missing me. It's crazy, you proved me friends only like victory. Now check it, all this shit we've been through our history, why would I let this fake rap L try to get to me? A real L taught me how to protect in a fight. This L only known for swinging when he right. You can have your whole world turned up and still fumble. A real L showed me what it's like to be humble. This L don't even give me the real type, but my L had me lose friends in real life. This L, he jumped shit when it feel right, but my L taught me you better not leave, still fight. I'm trying to figure out, how can I lose the L in battle rap when all these battles in real life became my habitat? L ain't been through shit I've been through and you can hear it. I can see it in your soul, boy, it's coming out your spirit. It's two different types of L's, you understand? Pressure made you fold, mine's made me a man. It's been a long time coming. I'm grateful and glad to, cause I've been waiting my whole life, L, to get past you. Now rap, tell me about some shit that really matters, cause as far as I see this L can get the ladder. No, as far as I see this L, I gotta stab him. No, as far as I see, fuck L's, already had him. I'm at a point in my life where I just give them out and pass them. Nigga.
Yo, look. So it's out with the old, in with the new. Some niggas first gotta die to get a view. Your boss was serving soup without a move. He couldn't just slip through the cracks. He got a psycho movement. Little gun might go through him. Micro tool grip, shoot it. I go stupid. Y'all are clueless, acting like I don't do this. I squeeze the little baby Michael Rubin. See, I have to clear you slowly. I'll be glad to tell them seal all exits. I'm in a bad mood. This ain't the worst beat I ever had to rap to, but you trash, so why not reenact you? Clap this shit up like graduation. Plastic stick inside is lamination. I got a lick lined up. We ain't going a long distance, not a road trip, young, but we all brought switches. Open the door for you, bitch. Okay, I got you. Put you in front of a T. Uncasa, think chosen. I pull a gun, it's golden. You'll get a knot in the building. Canova, big blade. If he take a fall, it'll cost. Knife first, then I give him more with the torch. Bystanders really wanna call for the law. I'm a spin spoon, don't get lost in the sauce. Weak nigga went in battle bull, get the heat choke his first time in the bright lights. What did he show? Heat blow. Hope that they don't charge me with a Rico. I had to light the fire on the spoon so we could be dope. Slide to his crib in a black road tinted. The gun blow, take off. Track Olympics. Pop up, cook, then dash. Ghost kitchen. Stick in a pounds drop. That's Ozempic. Promise you it's not about the coding. That's the angle now. I don't give a fuck cause y'all don't know me. I'm stooping low to this nigga level. I was lonely. If I'm going out, I'ma bring the chopper like Kobe. Y'all hold me. How y'all think I'm gonna get fired? Are we even? Not until I hit him with iron. Work so hard, niggas never see me get tired. I married the game, then caught her cheating with fire. New leg.
Yo, turn me up on the beat. This about to be your biggest battle of the year. Say thank you. 90 degrees in your space. Catch L from the right angle. Let's take a trip. Grab my strap off the dresser. We jump L at night. It's chestnut checkers. The point of view, this nigga stuck in his ways. Stains on his jacket that spin with the belt. Got LT great contemplating. Pistol raising. Riding round. What caliber stop LBS? by the pound. They're still stainless, still aiming, leave them faded. Since you wanna sit with God so bad, get elevated. See the logic? You got no moves, weapon of choice, so smooth. Pro Tools letting go, bring F&L studio, it's definite. Somebody going down, it's heaven sent. Only matter the size of the trunk. For elephant, the metal razor, vet blazer, meet your maker, click it. This could go up or down for elevate. You lost points for moving goofy, like where the scale go. Slide it back, wave my arm is for the people, L. Bo, the face shot deadly. Got a kick like Messi. You gon' die with a lot of shit on your mind, Elvis Presley. And I'm posted with a llama, G. This is an anomaly. Smoke 2 L's together, square, box, geometry. You know the code. You don't see shit, you don't speak shit. L gon' die, front line. Get this prefix. He get offline, we crop him out. Reframe. I'ma smoke L before the party. Pre-game, you would've thought bro was realtor. I tell him house shit. If this rides 11 to your back, L, Gauskus, never mind it. I see red, get demonic. Shoot the stick, figure I face L, D electronics. Young the first nigga I hit in the street fight. Flash a blue or green beam at L, ED lights. They wanna know what gun I use for sisters. Glock kilter, your life flash, pass behind you. TikTok filter, this universal karma. I knew you would play dumb. Did all that bird shit just to get hawked with a tray, young. You had a ponytail, smoking hookah, posted in the club. You act like you wear a dress, but I don't think young thug up in it bucket until his crew come. On a mission, 5 minutes, scrambled egg food, young. This is over with. Thinking in his head as I load the switch. I'm looking for bundles. Where you at? Come control your bitch. Lamping on the beef. 40 cow, come straight out of the saddle. This is sit his rapping ass down. A takeover battle. Goofy, looking for murder. You getting hit with the burner. We gon' knock off L box, TV converter. License to kill. Literally and verbally. Everything that come out your fucking mouth hyperbole. Kidnap him. I fuck with the wife. She gon' pay the price. $150 to face. Traumatized. Scar you for life. Circles get crossed. Over lines. No smokers. Playing pity. You can't sit at this table. It's no jokers. Round, nigga. Fuck the gas. I don't need the gas.
Wait! Don't take the law in your own hands.
Yo. Yo. Got me fucked up, spoon. You ain't nothing but a clone. You a renter. You ain't got nothing of your own. This easy. Drinking Remy, clutching on a chrome. Bitch, please. Looking fly in your bigger brother clothes. Nigga, box me. Don't use them as a proxy. Don't use me as a crutch. You could drop me. Watch me. Kill all your people. It's a botchy. Sauteed. Blood in my eyes. I'm a Tachi. Hurt by the names that you gave me is rude. It was freedom. Niggas never paid me the dues, but they brought you. Always say fate for the fool, but I'm certain I could dig a grave with a spoon, nigga. Who's around this kid? I'm the influence for him, so don't you dare clown this kid. You a clone to L, he ain't a terror biting. I done seen everything in my 1,000 gigs. Little nigga, you are not in my bracket. Yeah, you be live, but you are not black, and I'm the franchise star. All about action. This the game right here. You talk about nah. I could never make it up, spoon. The medics in the ambulance scraping up you. They soup them. Wait till a banger touch dude like a ladle. It's time for you to hang it up, spoon. Look, I done had enough of you. Tuck the tool, you duplicate a mere copy. Much to prove, they can't defend. The only option is W. Clone base, the claimant's rack is nothing new. I've been here, held your hand, was coaching you. Even when they said you trash it, I spoke for you. They said you ready for big bro. I hope it's true. We at the service now. Look at y'all. Lift with purpose, hit him. It was urgent. Flee the scene. I don't want to bid for murder bundles. Listen, this ball fits us perfect. My advice: let's both ditch the burner. Blood dripping. You gonna need gauze or a towel. Is he gonna live? The surgeon seems doubtful. Revolver spin like the head on the owl. While mom yells Spoonie, the doc says scalpel. Reload the clip, make a hero a split. He owe a hit to the people he missed. They counting on you. Wait until he goes again, but he blew the experiment. Lilo and Stitch. Little nigga, you done ran into a roadblock. Yo, this the entry level for the ghost spot. You got a shot with the face, that's a Botox. I got the fire in my eyes like a stovetop. Time.
Wait! Don't Don't take the law into your own hands.
What's that smell? I smell it. Smell like death in the air. That's my type of environment. Chaos, yeah. 3 days before my last battle, I had to risk it all. See, you don't know about that shit to try to speak involved. You just like to run your mouth like a bitch and all, complaining about shit, but be in the middle of every cause. See what I'm really starting to peep about you, gang? You just gonna ride with whoever got the fame. Jumping from car to car, nigga, go catch a train. It's insane how opportunities make niggas change. I ain't come to bar you to death in this fucking round. I just came to show you the mirror. You's a fucking clown and sit you down, little bro. Slow your roll, the weird shit get around. I told you, you ain't listened before, but you gon' listen now. AE, I'm about to put your mans in the grave part. Don't nothing about this goofy ass nigga say Braveheart. He not the Joker, he low-key fucking up the sport. He burned every bridge he touched in this bitch. The Human Torch. Bundles, he fucked it up. Nova, he fucked it up. Chosen, he fucked it up. Mass, whatever, bro, it's definite. They not the problem, look at the evidence, I'm prevalent. You back because of me, so represent. I got questions and I need answers now. Why you tell Naughty to go pass that shit around? Why you take that shot away from Pyro? You fucked up an opportunity, but what do I know? See the weird shit? Nobody ever questionable. I'm curious. I hit the Joker with something serious. Why so? Cause the nigga play too much. Plus somebody gotta do it, the nigga say too much. Alright y'all, lately I've been through shit that was death defining. Now it's time to turn this shit back up and electrify. Fucking AL, come on. Let's get to the rumble. I'm in a frenzy. It's Philip Lindsay. I can't fumble. Newton, I don't want post up. I need more shooters. Feel a pain when you take this L. So loser, fucking old nigga. Way too cocky, your guard shows. You a square with a lot of information. QR code. I hit an artery. Fuck up a rib, he missing that. You think you info? Back of this guy. Nutrition facts, the heat spark. Tell L stay quiet if he's smart. I had niggas busting with choppers, the street sharp. I gotta kill him. My respect and honor, call the troops. 3 soldiers, 21 shots. These guns salute my preparation for this battle. Demons and bad thoughts. I gotta right support my child while fighting the child support. I'm 25, but I call the plays and switch the audibles. I'll be the first to black Jack Robinson with a 42 gun aiming. I don't even know who to tag. He throwing up his dukes. 2 through the chest, Cooper flat. I gotta kill him. But when I say respect, no, I mean it. This Trey-pound rocket get him dragged out of Phoenix. Ill, kick different. Why would he try me? Kyrie, and to think he was somebody. I got the wave they want to serve, hit the door, ain't lockpick. Put the piece between both your eyes, L. Watch this, chopstick. This some hot shit. Clear my spit, Glock spit. Hit the whole crew. She a block bitch. Mop lit, clean up the spot with. Drop shit. The watch stick. It's 3 on the dot. L. I clock shit. Fuck is wrong with this nigga, man? Fuck is wrong with this nigga?
It's clearly death. On a scale of 1 to 10, you ain't near a threat. I'm a monster. Think Baba Yaga. Niggas heard stories about the pencil when we get scared to death, bitch.
Hold it down. Hold it down. Hop up on a beat and I fuck it up. Anybody want to smoke, tell them run it up. They love when I speak with this tongue. I got their hand of Christ. Bitch, I be moving these words. Call me Vanna White. Grown shit. Rather make bread cause my phone lit. This battle, Jimi Hendrix. Die from your own spit. Say what I want, tell your bitch come fight. Really trying to do the right thing. You know Spike Lee. Don't ask me if I'm rolling. Bitch, I might be. This virtually you dumb as fuck. Calling Mike P. Cooking do hair in the crib. It ain't no fade in me. It's crazy. I do all of that. You got the baby D. Look hard as fuck for a print. I got a scan dick. Crazy bitch that play too much. I know antics, pole lift, soul drift. You get the whole fifth. Oh shit. Cold glitch. Face of an old bitch.
on the grind. Yeah, I do this all the time. Yo, wake up in the morning, go get a state of mind. I done feel so many times, but I gotta keep trying. I ain't giving up. Go put it all on the line. Yo. You got white feet, white toes in the background. Oh, what is up? What is up, my good people? Today is MLK Reimagine Day. We're gonna reimagine that MLK was this no good piece of shit Marxist / communist person. We're gonna reimagine it. Because what I know from people these days, they wouldn't give a shit if the nigga, man, just put it this, that nigga is Black Jesus. And Charlie Kirk is white Jesus. It's okay. It's okay. They both were martyrs, so they say, right? You know, that's what they say. But we gonna keep it together. Not Jesus Christ. Martin Luther King, aka Michael King, was literally Black Jesus. So no matter what you say about him, you gonna be wrong. Hell, he's white. He's white people Jesus sometimes too, because they always bring this motherfucker up when they talk about him. Like this nigga did no wrong. And even if he did wrong, right, they wouldn't care. So that's why the similarities between Charlie Kirk and Martin Luther King or Michael King, whatever you want to call him, is out there, right? They put it out there. I ain't gonna say I put it out there, because if you ask me, I think from what I don't know about Charlie Kirk, which is his sex life, because they both were married men, fathers, all that woo. One was a whoremonger, like Mayo promptly said, but I don't know what Charlie Kirk's private life was when it came between them, besides him being a father and a husband. But if it comes out that he was a whoremonger too, then, you know, hey, we put them both in the same boat. But as of right now, if you're going to compare them both together, I'm going to say Charlie Kirk was a little better. I'm going to say it. You can fight me on that. I would like to see your evidence, because when it comes to MLK, he was supposed to be our moral leader of the time. He was. The nonviolent sit-ins, the bullshit, the propaganda, that coke, prostitution, none of those. So this is going to be an unpopular show. I suppose it's probably going to be like 6 people in here the whole time, because, you know, niggas don't want to hear the truth. Neither do white folks, because that was their Jesus too. That was their Jesus too. I'm going to be honest with you. That was Martin Luther King was white man's Jesus too, for the most part. But I'm going to start off like this. Let me go ahead and put this out here real quick. Let me hope it's the right one. Yeah, that's it. That's that motherfucker right there. Let's go with this.
I have a dream.
If you found out, allegedly, that Martin Luther King Jr. was involved in some wild, freaky that seems like every other you know.
And my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character.
Would it
My 4 little children
change how you see him?
Nope.
No,
Not at all.
He got hit.
So you heard what the nigga said. And if y'all know that was what that nigga name is. Queen's Flip. That was that nigga name. The fat nigga in the middle. Yeah, it's coming. Here it comes. I forgot to throw it out there. Here's the link. Here is the link. If you want to come up here and join the conversation. Yeah, I throw it out there for the jigaboos and the zoo. I'm gonna start bringing back my motherfuckers, my whole saying. What up, Mayo? How you doing, my good sir? John the Baptist, as always. How you doing, my good sir?
Can't call it, man. How you doing today?
Man, chilling. Had a long day. Kai almost busted a blood vessel and shit. You know.
You say you almost busted a blood vessel.
No, Kai almost did. Mayo, what do you think happened to make a white woman bust a blood vessel?
Married to Tom.
Oh, I'll bet it had to do with the house, sir.
Not getting any power.
Yeah.
That power today. Yes, that would
Yeah.
do it. That would. Huh? Oh, she said she was mad because motherfucker lied. Okay. They didn't exactly. They didn't do their jobs.
I thought it's because she was married to you.
Nah, she got a blessing when she married me. Goddamn, I don't know what you talking about.
Hey, Tom, can you do it so it shows the names? Because I have a new name, sir.
Oh, you have a new name? Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Let's see the new name. What the fuck? Government
plant.
Government plant.
Hey, he said government
plant. Okay, I got it. All right.
Not government, but government. Like
government. Yeah, he government. You know, he had a dream that his 4 little niggers. We had a government plant in there with Martin Luther King. I mean Michael King. Yeah.
Will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by.
What'd you say?
Somebody, their dad changed their name when he was younger.
Oh, his dad changed his name, or was it him?
Nah, his dad changed it. His dad went and visited somewhere, and then when they came back, they changed his name to Malcolm.
Yeah. To Martin.
Yeah. I mean, Martin. Yeah, Martin. I'm sorry, Martin.
Yeah, most people don't know that when, his dad came back from there, he changed his son's name to Martin Luther. Mm-hmm. But his name was Michael King Jr. Yes. Michael. Muffa's like, you don't know what you're talking about. Yes, his name was Michael, guys. His name was Michael. So I'm going to call him when he was birthed into this. His name is Michael, not Martin. Not Martine. None of that shit. Michael. Anyway, let's continue.
The content of their character.
Would it change how you see him?
Nope.
No,
not at all.
He got hit in the head with a rock. Nigga singing "We Shall Overcome."
I have a dream today.
It don't get any better. He said he deserves some. Yeah, he deserved whatever he wanted. He fought for us.
So he fought for us. How the fuck do you know, nigga? You the same age as I am, or close to it, nigga. You don't know none of that shit. Shut the fuck up. That's just my opinion. Y'all ain't got to do it like me, because I'm going to go off the rails a little bit, because I hate when these niggas talk about Martin Luther King like he was something special. He wasn't nothing special. The nigga didn't even live the tenets by which he stood for. And that's a fucking fact. Am I lying, John?
What tenets you think he lived for?
Prostitution and horn. Coke.
No. What tenets you think he thought he lived for?
Oh, he's supposed to be a Jesus-loving, God-fearing man.
That's false.
Oh, I know it's false. I know that.
No. Your assertion that he was a Jesus-loving man is false.
Oh, no, I'm talking about on the outside, not on his inner circle.
Not because even outside.
His inner circle was that he was a God-fearing Christian.
No, it's not.
Oh, it wasn't?
No, he never believed in Jesus.
So everyone knew that, right?
No, everyone didn't know that, but a lot of people knew that. But yeah, no, he
a lot of people like who?
A lot of people who went to school with him.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people who heard his sermons and paid attention and understood how to break down a sermon, but know that he didn't believe in Jesus.
So the people that knew him, what is it called? Intimately.
Not even the people knew it intimately, and anybody who listens to his sermons and can break down a sermon.
So not the masses.
Not the masses probably wouldn't, because the masses are dumb.
Yeah. So like I said, outwardly, most people thought he was a God-fearing Christian. They still say that to this day, John the Baptist. That's how bad it is.
You're right. No, you're right. I see what you said. You're right. I'm just breaking down the fact that he did, but we know that he did not believe in Jesus, right?
Absolutely. So I just came out here to let us know we're gonna reimagine this motherfucker. What I mean by reimagine is tell the truth about the motherfucker. That's what I mean by reimagine. We gonna reimagine that he loved prostitutes. He loved fucking boys too. I mean, at least that's what some people say. I don't know the truth on that. You know, commies are weird. So he could have been fucking little boys. I don't know. I could throw anything I want on him right now. He dead, right? I can speak ill of the dead, right? Can I?
Nah, I don't think you should do that. Nah.
Oh, I can't speak ill of the dead. Oh, okay.
Well, no, I think it's enough stuff on him that you got to put on him that we're not certain of.
Well, I didn't say that. Someone else said it like fucking little boys. I might just go with what they say because we all know that this nigga didn't write a sermon. Did you know that, Jonathan Baptist?
Yeah, I knew it. I've learned it late, but I know it.
Yeah. Segregation wasn't wrong. It's freedom of association. Absolutely. And I can't wait for the MLK project to drop. I can't wait. I was gonna let us watch. Matter of fact, babe, can you go on Amazon? Can you get that Uncle Tom Part 2 for me? Huh? Say no. Oh well, fuck you too, nigga. I don't even like white women today. It's a documentary. I watched it, but it won't let me download it. Cause you got Amazon Prime and Amazon Video.
Who are you?
No, I don't.
All you gotta do is go to Amazon.
Oh, okay. Well, that shit, I didn't know that. I don't go on Amazon like that. Oh, there go my nigga. What's up, Blacks? Who the fuck? How you doing, my good sir?
What's up, brother? How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. Of course, like I told you, these motherfuckers. These motherfuckers
What's up,
won't
man?
show up. I told you they wouldn't show up because one's a fucking boomer, the other one's just a dick in a boot ass little boy.
Who's the boomer?
Some old.
Oh, your dad?
No, my dad. My dad.
Oh, okay.
No, well, he is a boomer, just like my mama.
All right.
But yeah, I want them to come up here and talk about this nigga that they think had the most momentum.
You talking about Michael?
Yeah, I'm talking about Michael. Most people didn't know his name was Michael, but you know.
Yeah, that's because they don't do any research or read. All you need is a monicum of research. You'll know that this man was a charlatan and a had, and we've been had by him for the last 60 years. And also he was a communist, a Marxist, and a socialist wrapped in one.
So why do you think he gets the good rap that he gets? Because everyone thinks
we're a country
and white Jesus at the same time.
Because we're a country that's been wholly usurped by socialists, and he represents control, and so they had to martyr him and create some sort of control over the black personage so that we would continuously vote for the demonic entity that is the Democratic Party. And the Democratic Party, of course, has always been and will forever be communist. But not only Democratic Party, portions of the Republican Party, like, not many people understand or realize that Abraham Lincoln had conversations with Karl Marx, had correspondence with him in the 1850s, and tried to implement some of his ideologies in his legislation. So that's why when every Negro who thinks that they are not woke says that Abraham Lincoln is my favorite president, I'm like, you're stupid. I'm Jacksonian. Andrew Jackson is my favorite president, but I digress.
Andrew Jackson was a prick.
This is Andrew Jackson. Yeah. Andrew Jackson wholly was against the Fed. Was against the
That's what I was getting to.
You're giving him a compliment. Okay, yes, and he was a prick, and I agree with his prickdom, because that we needed that, man. We needed it just like we need it now. But just to dig into the skull of this charlatan Martin Luther King. So this man, of course, plagiarized everything he ever that ever was uttered from his mouth. He had a homosexual speechwriter, both homosexuals and communists, Bayard Rustin
He
and
was a
Stanley
Jew,
Levinson.
sir. He was a Jew. Okay.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
leave out
Stanley
that part.
Levinson was a Jew. Yeah, he was a
He was a
Jew,
Jew boy.
homosexual communist
Yes, sir.
who
There we go.
who corresponded with Stalin himself.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with Bayard Rustin, who took many sabbaticals to Russia. Then, of course, you have the pedophile and incestuous daughter raper. What's his name? John Bevel, who organized all of their marches and all their sit-ins. And then you had, and then of course they copycatted off of the Negro Congress that started in the 30s, who was founded by Stalinist Russia, got their funding from Stalinist Russia. I mean, and the crazy thing is, Negroes, and Negroes alike can't come to terms with this because they hear me say it.
I don't think they understand.
Well, it's not even. It's beyond that. It's that they hear me say it. I don't sound like a nigger, and they're like, oh well, he's a coon. You know, he is a Sambo. No, well, they don't say Sambo. They call me an Uncle Tom, which is what I am. But you know, and they are Sambos. But they hear me, and I'm like, man, you don't have to believe me, and I'm not here to convince you, idiot. I'm here to tell the truth, and the truth is discoverable. That's the beautiful thing about the truth. You can go and search the truth, you damn idiot. So that
my thing,
yeah, go ahead.
My thing about that is that's what I always say. I'm not here to change your mind. I'm just out here saying shit for you to either take it in or motherfucker let it go. It is what it is. My day gonna
that's it.
I wake up tomorrow the same way I left.
That's it, man. I'm like, my sun doesn't rise or set. My son, wait 1 second. My son doesn't rise or set on whether or not you believe me. But go ahead, John.
So you said two things I want to ask you a question about.
Yes, sir.
Do you really think that he plagiarized? Okay, what when you say plagiarized, what exactly do you mean? I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong.
I mean that every word that man ever uttered from his lips did not come from him. It came from somebody else, and that he admits in his writings at Stanford that he lifted entire pages sometimes from mentors of his and other people that he disagreed with but thought they were great arguments, and so then he added them into a lot of his manifesto and a lot of his repartee. Like I said, when I said he never wrote.
When you think about
when I say plagiarism isn't just the act of you writing something down that isn't yours, but it's also oratory, saying things that did not come from your brain, and then you don't give credence to the person who said it. Like when I say something,
that's the point right there I want to push back on, because
wait. Like if I were to say, what can somebody who kills a believer do but hasten his path to the Lord, in so many words? And I didn't come up with that, and neither did Charlie Kirk. But who came up with that was my goodness, the pastor who just died. I can't remember. Point that I'm making is that I rightly quote these people. Now go ahead.
Yeah. So, and I get you, is when you take something, right? But most of his speeches was written for him. He had permission to say what he said.
He didn't have permission to say what he said. No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
So think about this.
He didn't have permission to what he said. I'm not thinking about anything. He didn't have anything. He did not have the permission to say what he said because Bayard Rustin and Stanley Levinson plagiarized as well. And these people, and it was a coup. This wasn't something that we know that, for instance, we know a president has speech writers. Okay. Yeah. They are hired to do this. All right. Bayard Rustin and Stanley Levinson were trying to, they were his confidants. These were the people he hung out with. Yes. But they were trying to wholly usurp a United States government. They were rabble rousers. and trying to create cognitive dissonance in not only the black community, but the workforce and the rich, the Maharajas as well. But I'm saying the plagiarism didn't stop with Martin Luther King. Okay, that's where it started. There's a whole depth to this shit because those two bastards stole as well. So I'm saying him and his
I got you.
entire cabal were plagiarists wholly, and that's the problem here because again, my job is just to tell you. When people ask me where I'm getting this from, I'm like, man, you can easily go to the Stanford Library online and search up Martin Luther King's diaries that he wrote in, that he
Well, he
talks
got a
about
book
this.
out there. He got a whole bunch of manifestos that are actually paid books now, so you can actually go to just buy them too.
Yes. Not only that, you can also deal with such socialites as Joseph. What the hell is that dude's name? David Garrow, who has firsthand knowledge of all of his devious doings. Who wrote about how he would have prostitutes with people like and run orgies on them in Florida. Who else?
Don't say that. That's not the truth,
You can
man.
also look up people like Ralph.
You can't say that he was dicking down little boys. That's not true. Hold on, let me finish playing this, then we'll go move on.
Our leader, Dr. King.
Our leader, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
Dr. King was our leader.
He who controls the narrative of the past, controls the policies of the present, and the conditions of the future.
If Dr. King was about judging people by the content of their character rather than the color of their skin, should we judge King by the content of his character?
Dr. King, it's been alleged that you have been slow to sever your ties with alleged communists.
Stanley Levison, yeah, he's always in his ear.
I mean, he wrote everything that MLK said publicly.
Always in his ear.
He rejected the deity of Christ, the resurrection, the virgin birth. He rejected a literal hell.
Can we trust someone that appears to be faithful to a movement, but he's not faithful to his family?
King's relationship with the fundamental gospel of the Bible is absolutely non-existent.
Martin Luther King is the founding father for the kind of shifting, if you will, into America 2.0. And my question for anybody is, are we better for it?
Them orgies was fun, boy. What do you say? Smallville and Street Rats was crazy. He was, oh wow. Oh man. All right, so I'm gonna play these in succession, okay? So don't worry about it. I'm gonna play these in succession. All right. So our next one, I think, is this one. I'm trying to make these go together.
To put King and Kirk on the same footing is an erroneous thing to do. While Kirk actually lived out the values that he talked about publicly, Dr. King did not. We know.
Okay, so stop right there. So what we know right now is that the blacks, I ain't even gonna say the niggas, the blacks are having a problem with people saying that Kirk and Martin Luther King are similar in their martyrdom because they both were martyred for the so-called cause. I would say, like I said earlier today, like I said earlier during the stream, is that I would think Charlie Kirk was actually martyred because he actually was murdered for the cause and he lived the lifestyle of his cause in public. I can't say what he did privately, but that's what I can say about it. They're not even the same.
Martin Luther King, they're not the same, but they both were martyrs for their cause.
No.
Martin Luther King, no.
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why he wasn't. I'm gonna tell you why he wasn't. Because when you give a speech or you someone writes a speech where you say, I led my people to a burning fire, that means you're not living out what you're doing. That means you regret doing what you did to get them there. So you're not living the cause that you first started out on in the mission.
No, you got to remember. Okay, so I will give you your point. I think I see what you're saying. but we believe we well, not even believe we know that Martin Luther King was a humanist. They did not believe in God. He actually died. He actually died trying to be a humanist. He did not die trying to be a preacher. He did not die trying to be a preacher for God or a Christian for God. He died for what he actually believed in.
Yeah, he died pretending. Absolutely. Yes. He did die pretending to be a preacher. He did die pretending to be a righteous man. But you're absolutely right. I'm surprised you told the truth. Absolutely, that man was a humanist. Yep.
All right, let me get this. Mayo, I'm a linguistic professional. You and Josh are striking every step you take, every tremor your voice makes. I'll be watching you. The 10th male.
Like I told you, sir. I told you, sir. I'm a government plant.
Government plant. What up? Stackbox CEO. Thank you, Kingdom Miner, for the $5 super chat. Let me give you this work real quick.
Go get the money, 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 I got it. Push it, push it, push it, push it, push it, push it.
So, like I said, most people are scared to talk about these so-called leaders, and I would like to call them out because I think the 60s was the worst time in American history for blacks. Civil rights was horrible for blacks. I'm gonna say it again.
It really was.
It was horrible.
For instance, Joseph H. Jackson, who was the most enigmatic leader during that time, he was the president of the Baptist Convention, the National Baptist Convention.
There you go.
Who had 6 million parishioners involved. He was out of Chicago, Illinois. Had 15,000 parishioners at Olivet Baptist Church. I know exactly where that is.
Kick that nigga out of there.
And well, they tried. Earl, a socialist named Earl.
They just started their own.
Well, what happened was they came to the convention. They tried to demand that he step down so that they can, Martin Luther King's acolytes, himself and his acolytes tried to force him to resign. He said, hell no. And then one of the pastors on the stage who was there, they got into a tussle. And then, of course, he died. And I'm just saying, Joseph H. Jackson, most people don't even know who that dude is. I know who he is not because of this. I know who he is because of the storied history of my family in Chicago. But the problem here is that this guy was a man's man. He wasn't no gyrating, I let homosexuals in my choir kind of a man. Okay, this was an actual man, but was wholly a believer in Christ. And the problem here is that what we have now is the social gospel. These churches, you say something bad, they say that they are Christ believing, and then you say something bad about Martin Luther King and or those involved in the civil rights movement. Now it's us against you, and that's the problem, man. They wholly usurped everything. They tried and they've succeeded in the black community, at least, but not just in the black community, man. It's in white community. It's everywhere.
It's the white community now too. You can't talk about. Listen, I'm gonna use OG. They Smallville for this nigga Martin Luther. They do. They Smallville for this nigga. Like he didn't do no wrong. This nigga did a lot of wrong. Jesus, but let's continue.
That Dr. King was involved in orgies. He liked to sleep with prostitutes, and that according to his best friend, Ralph Abernathy, he even beat up a few women. While Charlie Kirk believed in the fundamental tenets of the Christian faith and the virgin birth, that Jesus resurrected from the dead and the literal existence of heaven and hell, Dr. King didn't believe in any of those things according to his very own writings. We also know that there was a philosophical difference between the two men when it comes to Marxism. Now, while it is true that both men denounced Marxism in public, unlike King, Charlie never advocated for a redistribution of wealth, for social justice. these are things that King did advocate for. And so it's safe to say that when Kirk denounced Marxism, he was being honest and truthful, whereas when King denounced Marxism, he was being a deceptive liar. Finally, when King was assassinated in 1968, there were a flurry of riots that took place across the country, whereas it's now been a few days since Kirk's assassination, and we haven't seen any riots at all. This is a testament to the truth and conviction behind the words that Charlie Kirk spoke compared to the sophistry behind the words that Martin Luther King spoke. I would add that although Charlie Kirk and Dr. King were both heavily involved in the political realm, their approach to politics was also strikingly different. Charlie Kirk advocated for people to get right with Christ, for men to step up and be men, for women to be virtuous women of honor. He believed that the government has run amok and we must begin to roll back a lot of that overgrowth in order that we might get back to the true edicts of the Constitution. Whereas King believed that we should expand the role of government, that the government should have a foothold when it comes to things like housing, jobs, and wealth redistribution. The so-called ministers who have taken up the baton after King's passing are apostates, race hustlers, and opportunists. They thrive on race division and conflict. They anger their own people and keep them bitter and poor while they enrich themselves. Meanwhile, I see videos of young men in the aftermath of Charlie Kirk's death saying, I've never been to church before, but I feel inclined now to go to church because that's the kind of thing that Charlie Kirk talked about. I feel inclined to be a better husband, to be a better man, to be a better friend, because that's the kind of person that Charlie Kirk was. This is a testament to fruit. Charlie Kirk was a producer of good fruit, while Dr. King was a producer of bad fruit. None of this is to make light of Dr. King's death. Anytime somebody takes a bullet to the head or neck, it's a tragedy. And my hope for King was that he repented. But we know that the night before he was assassinated, he slept with 2 women and beat up another woman. And so it's hard to say, while Charlie Kirk took a bullet to the neck while educating college students on what is real versus what is false. To put King...
What you say about that, John the Baptist? Is you there? Going on. You ain't muted, sir. Oh, you might mute up on. Anyway.
No, I know I'm not
ahead,
muted. I'm in the middle of nowhere though.
Okay. Oh, we hear you.
No.
Okay, yeah, you're
bad
big.
signal.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna tell you like this. I agree with wholeheartedly what he said. When you out there, like I said before, when you're out there living life that you living a life that you speak against, sheesh, you lost me there. You lost me there. I don't think Dr. King was holier than thou. Dr. Michael King, I don't think he was holier than thou at all. From what everyone said, well, people that were around him said it, even as, I don't know what he said in his writings, but the man wasn't a good dude. Now, one time, I mean, have I beat a bitch ass before? Absolutely, but it wasn't for that. That bitch tried to push me in front of a bus. That's the only reason why that bitch got her ass beat. But other than that, I wasn't a woman abuser. I ain't never beat a woman I was with. But not only that, I ain't never slept with no prostitutes neither. So I can't. Mayo, you slept with prostitutes before, sir?
No, sir.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Would you speak for sleeping with prostitutes like it's a good thing?
I speak that sleeping with prostitutes is a good thing.
Yeah. Would you speak for it like it's a good thing?
I would recommend it now.
Oh, wow, that's different. I wouldn't expect
for some young men.
Oh, that's a different topic.
Because it's no different than a dating relationship, sir.
Well, I can agree with nowadays. Yes, I would agree nowadays. Yeah, absolutely.
And you don't. Yeah, you don't pay him to sleep with you. You pay him to leave afterward.
Yeah. But what I'm saying, you don't live a life that's wholly against something in the public, and then do the opposite under the guise of darkness. Fuck that. You ain't who you are, and you should have been shunned a long time ago.
Dude, remember the congressional page scandal?
No, go ahead. Say it again.
it was back in the 90s where a bunch of Republican and Democrat congressmen both got caught sleeping with teenage congressional pages.
Oh no, I don't remember that shit. No,
in Congress.
Probably nothing happened to him either. Be honest with you, man, ain't nothing happened to none of them motherfuckers. Go ahead, John the Baptist.
A lot of people got paid. A lot of pages got paid.
Yeah, a lot of people got paid. That's about it.
I don't know why we blame Martin Luther King as being this holy righteous man, because he told everybody from the beginning he didn't want to be a preacher. People told him to be a preacher, and he never he knew then that something was wrong with him. So why are we shocked about the life? He told you first he didn't want to be one. They made him be a preacher. So
they forced him to be a preacher.
Did he tell everybody that, John?
Pretty much he did. When you listen to his sermons, he told you he wasn't
But
a preacher.
not in some cryptic way, sir. I'm talking plain language.
I don't know. I had to go to yes or no.
Well, when you,
but
when
I'm
you
not. But the point I'm making. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Finish what you're saying.
I'm not shocked though. Once you begin to study his sermons and you begin to understand his lifestyle, you knew that he wasn't a preacher. He didn't even act like a preacher. So this is what I blame. I blame the civil rights other members who were supposedly Christians who lifted him up. When you listen to those sermons, it's easy to see.
But they weren't.
Christian.
I'm saying, but they weren't Christians, and they even said
they weren't.
Not one of them. They didn't believe it. They were usurpers too. They were interlopers. They knew what was going on. And they didn't argue that they only to the masses did they portray their Christendom, but in reality they were socialists as well, and that's why they worked so well together. So yes, it's all their faults. This doesn't fall squarely on the shoulders of Martin Luther King. He was just the face. Yes, and of course he has some fault. Because he's not as intelligent as everybody thought he was. Yes, apparently he had a photographic memory, but that doesn't denote intelligence. That just means you remember what you see and you can regurgitate it.
There you go. There you go.
He's just an eccentric speaker.
Yeah, like I said, he said, I'm telling you what history says. They say he had a photographic memory. And he was a good, like you said, a good orator. He was an actor. He could easily mimic what he heard. His father, when he went to Germany and saw Martin Luther, he thought to himself that Martin Luther was the greatest example of what it was to forcefully remove a mass from what he viewed as a tyrannical entity, so the church. He was like, he was so enamored by him, he was like, I'll change my name from Michael King to Martin Luther King, and then he changed his son to Martin Luther King. And then, of course, Martin Luther King Jr. sat at the feet of his father, who was a, quote, preacher, unquote, and learned from him. And of course, the Negro, not caucus. What did I say it was called? The Baptist. What was it called? It was called the Negro. No, not that. The Negro. I can't remember. In the 30s, it was a movement. The National Negro something. I can't remember. Anyway, this is what it is. And of course, there's more information. There's more juicy tidbits. Is that this man did lead black people into a burning house. He and his acolytes were evil.
You pause for a second. All right, I think we lost blacks for a while.
Yeah. And he also wrote the manual for the people that followed him. All the fake preachers.
Well, I don't think he wrote the manual. I say it was a collective of
And
mother. Oh, you're back and you're
yeah,
gone again.
and the
There you go. There you go.
my bad. Can you hear me? I'm so
Yeah,
tired.
yeah.
I'm so tired of people like Roly Poly Martin and the lot telling me that I shouldn't believe my ears and my eyes. And I'll leave it at that.
Okay. Yeah, let me play this and then we get to talk about this one.
In the civil rights movement, the Marxists infiltrated the black church. They found Martin Luther King Jr. Martin Luther King Jr. was everything they could hope for. The Montgomery bus boycott gets King on the cover of Time magazine, even though the bus boycott didn't end segregation on the buses. It was Browder versus Gale, a Supreme Court decision of 4 black women that took the bus company to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court ruled that segregation on the public buses was unconstitutional. But somehow or another, Stanley Levinson made Martin Luther King Jr. the hero of the Montgomery bus boycott. And King became the face of the civil rights movement at 27 years old. And Stanley Levinson said, this is our guy. The communists and the Marxists put a PR campaign behind King that made him indispensable. They put him in front of everything. The black ministers have found that they can keep their congregations through it. The black civil rights organizations have found that they can raise money through it. So if there is not racial strife, they will manufacture it so that they can maintain power, so they can maintain money, so they can maintain influence. You've seen the history of Marxism and communism. It's failed all over the world, but they still press it. Why? It's just their nature. And when we try to put a rhyme or reason to it, this is when we fail, because Satan comes to do what? Kill, steal, and destroy. It's his nature. In the civil rights movement.
Okay. That's different.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
No, I'll let you go first.
How was I gonna say nothing? I was gonna say I was gonna ask you what you think about what you saw.
What I don't understand is I'm listening to this guy talk. The question I'm thinking about in my head when he's talking is, how does Martin Luther King at 27 years old become a leader of men in their 60s, in their 50s and 60s, who are also educated?
Like they said,
what was so special about him?
Charisma, sir.
Yeah, charisma's everything. Just like the same thing with Obama. Charisma.
So do you think that he was the only black man in the 30s and 40s and 50s that had charisma?
No, but his was undeniable though. He was what
he had charisma and money behind him too.
Yeah.
What he had behind him is Mayo's name. That's what he had behind him.
Government plan.
He definitely had the government of the USSR behind him. He definitely had the government of the USSR behind him.
No one said who said he wasn't smart? I didn't say he wasn't smart. Hey, listen, but motherfucker can remember everything. Hey, I used to be able that way till I had a brain injury. But nah, if you
Black said he wasn't smart. That's where that came from. Black said he wasn't smart.
Okay. Listen. If you can fool the masses, you smarter than the motherfucker. You ain't gotta be smart. Listen, smart doesn't mean just being able to read books and have some type of comprehension of the shit. Smart is a motherfucker that can get away with anything and everything and fool the masses at the same time, like he didn't do it. That's a smart motherfucker. Hard to do, but some people just got it.
Every good salesman's smart.
Wow, so sad.
Because he can talk you into buying ice in Antarctica.
Oh my! Wow, so sad. Who God puts up, no one can put down. So you think God put him up here to put him be in front of the masses? Huh? Okay. Well, hey, he probably. I'm gonna lie. You know what? God did do that. God did put him in front of everyone. But in the end, yes, he did.
Put him down too.
Absolutely did. Because nothing goes on without God's approval.
No, that's not how that. Okay, I'm not even gonna get into this. Right, I'll let you have that. It's not even worth debating.
I'm just. If you know better than me, I mean, I ain't gonna say no better than you. A lot of people know better than me, but I'm gonna say it like that's how I feel about it. How about that? How I feel about it is nothing goes on without the yay okay from numero uno number one. Not even Satan.
I'm gonna ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Does permit No, that's not the right word. Keep on going. It'll come back to me. It'll go. Keep on going.
Okay.
I gotta make sure. I gotta make sure I ask this question right.
Okay, so
I got a question for you, John.
Okay, go ahead.
Does God know when you're going to die?
Mayo, I'm gonna let you have this right now. I'm finna think for a second. I got a zero. I got a zero in the focus for a second.
Okay, so I'm gonna say it like this: the reason why I say nothing goes on without God's allowability. He says yes, you can go ahead and do it. Because simple fact is, whether he gave the world to Satan to do as he pleased, anything that comes outside of that got the okay from God himself. God said, "Hey, this is yours. You do as you please. My people know me, and they will not fall astray or be brought astray or whatever else." So yes, he gave him the okay to do whatever he wants. So he gave the okay. That means he is cool with everything that happened. So yes, God prompted him up.
This is crazy. Okay, so this is crazy.
Yeah.
So okay, so let me ask you a question.
Hold on. One second. Hold on. Go ahead.
Okay.
You ain't shit, Tom.
He really ain't. You really ain't shit. But no, okay. So in the statement you just made, right?
Uh-huh.
How does free will fit into your statement that you just made?
Free will is literally what it is. Like I said, God said his people never stray from him, right? And if they do, they're of worldly kind, and they're not supposed to be entering the kingdom. Am I right or wrong?
My cell phone went out for a second. Say it one more time.
So, damn, I forgot what I said. Anyway, so God said his people, God gave him the okay to do what he wants to, because he said his people will not leave him, and if they do, they're not worthy of his kingdom. Am I right or wrong?
I'm not sure what you're trying to say with that statement. Your statement doesn't sound clear to me.
Okay, so if his people won't leave, if God, the people that really believe in God will not motherfucking say, I'm gonna start believing in the worldly ways. Am I right or wrong? If they truly believe.
If they truly believe in God, they won't follow their worldly ways.
Absolutely, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, I can. So are you okay? If you believe that statement that you just said, do that mean that the people that truly believe in God won't mess up?
Yeah. Well, no, everyone messes up. Now messing up. Because now I got to think about it, because we will say God died. I mean, Jesus died for our sins, so that gives us the okay to mess up every now and again. But then that will leave it open for a whole bunch of backslide and shit, and that to me is just redundancy. And I don't think God likes redundancy fuck ups. So I can't say that. So I would say no, they shouldn't fuck up.
They shouldn't, but will they?
No one is. What did it say? No one is. What is the word? What is the word they say? No one without sin. So there we go with that. So will they fuck up? Yes, they will. But that repeated doing the same shit over and over and over and over and over again, but they go to church, that's not godly.
I would agree. I would agree with you. If a person continuously continue the same sin over and over again, that person you may want to question that person's belief in God.
Yes,
but that also
if you
brings
are,
to the question
go ahead.
But you also have to you can't take away in human nature free will. So although everything may be allowed, doesn't mean that it's permitted. So for example, I can't.
I didn't say permitted. That's why I said allowed. That's why when I said God gave the world to Satan and allowed him to do it as he pleased, anything and everything that comes from that, it was already allowed. It was approved by him that if something happens, it's on the person who did it and so-called Satan, if you want to call it that way. But it's not. But that doesn't negate God giving his approval. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Can I read Job 14:5?
Sure, go right ahead.
Not the approval though.
It's approval because he said, "I'm giving it to you."
Man's days are determined. You, God, have decreed the number of his months and have set limits he cannot exceed.
Well, he didn't say days and hours, so I guess we gonna lead him out.
We understand God determines the birthday and death date. That's not the point we was arguing though, Mayo.
Okay.
If man's days are determined.
Also,
Yeah,
he
but
also said let
okay,
chicken be
how long?
fried and cook grease with devil bakes on one
Yeah,
thing.
what I was trying to get out of Tom is that how does free will play into his statement? Not just when men die. It's like we understand that God controls birth and death. I get that, but does God control everything in the middle? Or even though he could, but
Well, see, that's the I'm not. See, this is the problem. I am not talking about control of anything. When you allow someone to do something, you don't have no control over that. Yeah, you don't have no control over that. Everything within that falls in the approval rate of what it does. You may not like the word approval, but God did give his approval.
No. Which is why once you determine between permitted and allowed, I'm good with the conversation now.
Okay.
The way you stated, I don't think most people understand. Most people, I won't say most. Some people may not understand the difference between permitted and allowed.
No, most people don't, but that's okay. You said it right the first time. Time on a different live. Will you cover the singer David? Oh, and the 15-year-old girl found dismembered in the trunk. Oh shit! Nah, because I don't pay attention to that type.
I don't know who he is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it. You gotta send me a reminder. Just send it to my email. You know my email. So my wife says a lot of conspiracy to it, so that's my whole thing. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll for sure do it. Like I said, God, I was just going off what Omar said. So Omar said, whoever God props up, you can't be taken down. You know what I'm saying? And he did. God did give, God permitted the president to be the president, or already spoken into existence, if you want to say spoken or whatever you want to call it. All the leaders of these worlds were destined to be that already. Do you believe that, John the Baptist? Because it talks about who God puts in office. Yeah, I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? That does say it in the Bible about.
Oh yeah, and then that's why you're to follow their rules too, as long as they don't go against the church. Because God has ordained them to be the leader.
Absolutely. And that, what's up, Braxton? That's what I'm getting. That's what I was getting at. I'm not saying that God. All I'm saying is God allowed, approved, whatever it is, for everything to be happening. That's why he doesn't step in and say, "No, stop him! He will live." We don't do that. I don't think he does that. I don't think he does.
My phone went out again. So, but I don't like the word. Go to the word allowed. I understand what you mean. But approve, no.
Okay. He gave a stamp of his approval.
Oh.
Boom.
So does St. Peter have a reservation list or not?
His phone went out.
Say it again, Mayo. I didn't hear you.
Does St. Peter have a reservation list or not?
That's a good question.
Reservation list? You mean like a book? You mean a book with names to get into heaven? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
I don't know I'm not sure the statement that you make it had connected with what I'm saying. I'm not that smart.
No, that had nothing to do with it.
What are you saying?
But does he know who's going to be there that day or not? At the time of their.
That has nothing to do with what I'm talking about, though. I don't.
But that's what Tom's talking about.
What I'm talking about.
All I'm saying is.
So Tom is saying. Tom keeps saying the word approved and allowed. I go with the word allowed because I get it. Because God does allow something, but approve of is
absolutely
a different statement. It's a different statement.
Okay, but it's the same statement. They are synonyms. Do you think approval and allow are synonyms?
Could Similar can mean similar, but not the same.
Yes.
Okay, so I would need to know the distinction between approve and allow. Distinction of difference.
You want me to give you the
agree.
differences?
You have to because I'm driving. I can't do it.
Oh man, I ain't gonna do that. You got it, John. Jesus Christ. I'm not trying to do all this shit on fucking words. Yeah, I told y'all about this fucking getting caught up and hung up on goddamn words. It's
Well,
annoying.
in this situation right here, these words are very, very important.
Okay, well, you know what? Let me do. I got you. I'm gonna let. What's the difference between allow and approval?
Loud means speaking.
No, bitch. I said allow, motherfucker. So what's the difference between allow and approval?
Allow is a verb meaning to permit or not prevent, while approval is a noun that refers to the act of giving permission or a favorable opinion.
Jeez, God, they kind of mean the same thing.
They don't.
They don't. Yeah, okay.
Permit and permission.
Permit and permission are literally the same word.
I didn't say, but I said allowed and approve.
That's what I just said. Allow and approve.
Yeah, but it's not the same. It doesn't mean the same.
What's the difference in them?
You just played the definition.
I know I gave you the definition. There was not much difference between them. They're synonyms. You can use them interchangeably.
Hold on for a second. I gotta pay attention for a second. Hold on.
All right. Well, let me give you another one. Let me ask you one. Can you use allow and approval interchangeably?
No.
Damn.
Allow and approve are not interchangeable, as approve implies a formal or official sanction from a position
they're
of
not.
authority, while allow simply means to permit something to happen or not prevent it. You can allow something to happen without necessarily approving of it.
Oh, okay. All right. Maybe you're right. Okay.
I knew I
Okay. Hey. You know what I'm gonna give you? I give you a W. I give it to you. See, I'm not a heartless bastard. Fuck you, nigga.
Either way, though, he let it happen.
Yeah, either way, he let it happen. He approved it. Stamped that motherfucker.
Oh, God, dang it. Yeah, you know what, Mayor? I'll let you. I can't deal with y'all right now, but I'm gonna take this W and move on.
Hey, I gave you the W. Don't say I didn't. I gave it to you. I gave it to you. So let's move on. Let's go on to our next video. Let's go back talking about this bastard that we called Michael King. Michael King.
Checking out the communists. He puts up some cameras in Dorchester, Georgia. Hoover is checking out the communists. He puts up some cameras in Dorchester, Georgia. He hears there's a communist meeting down there. He sees Martin Luther King Jr. show up in this nest of spies. Takes the pictures back to Bobby Kennedy and said, I thought he was going to cut these guys loose. And Bobby Kennedy said, put the wiretaps on him. He lied to me. And that's how they started wiretapping King. And this when they found out about the orgies. Man, King had a crew of preachers. These dudes were crazy. I mean, balls to the wall insane. These suckers would come into a city and already have a group of women with them that they just have orgies. 12 and 20 of them at a time. Man on man, it's crazy crowd. Hoover hears all of it. They drinking, they're fighting, they're hiring prostitutes. And this guy's supposed to be the moral leader of the United States of America?
Look at that eyeball.
Martin Luther King, when he was here for the Freedom March, he was calling up all these girls and arranging for a party of men and women. I mean, sort of an orgy in the hotel and everything.
Martin Luther King?
Oh, yeah. And I said, oh, but Jack, that's so terrible. I mean, that man is, such a phony then. Martin Luther King made fun of Jack's funeral. He made fun of Cardinal Cushing and said that he was drunk at it. And things about they almost dropped the coffin. Well, I mean, that Martin Luther King is really a tricky person. But I just can't see a picture of Martin Luther King without thinking, that man's terrible.
Mm-hmm.
But, civil rights just, that was just something that was always there, wasn't it?
And it's interesting because a lot of folks on the right and the left agree
Kennedy's white.
J. Edgar Hoover was wrong for surveying King. I tend to take a different approach to that because when it comes to communism, one of the things that communists were known for in those days were slogans like, we are just like any other party. We're communists, but we're no different than the Republicans and the Democrats. Well, no, you are different insofar that your founding document seeks to completely eradicate everything in your wake. And so the question becomes, does America have a right to protect itself against cancerous ideologies that really seek to destroy the country? It creates a complex situation and a very complex conversation that I don't think many of us are adult enough to have, because we believe that we should just throw up our hands. If you're in a situation of intelligence gathering or investigating, you should just throw up your hand and let these people run amok, let them run wild. What should you do? How should you go about safeguarding America against these dangerous ideologies that seek literally to overthrow the country? That's a side of the conversation that I think many of us aren't willing to have.
Hoover.
That's why they're not willing to have it, because you can't speak ill of their good old Martin Luther, Michael King, and John B. Baller and goddamn OG. Y'all out here bootlicking right now, sir. Y'all bootlicking for a dead man.
What the fucking hell are you checking now, huh? I said you only have to look on my boots.
That's a fact. She says you can only lick on the boots. You two, B-baller and goddamn OG do dirty. What did Omar say? She said, allowed to let approved usually means permits with positive approval. Martin Luther King was not a perfect human because he served God. But let everyone tell it, Omar, that he didn't believe in God.
No, he didn't believe in Jesus.
Okay, I'm sorry. He didn't believe in Jesus. He didn't believe in the Mother Mary, the birth. I mean, I don't really believe in that shit too. I did a whole stream about it, but that's neither here nor there. If y'all missed that stream, you will never be able to see it again. It came in a because I got a strike on that motherfucker.
Let me be clear. He didn't believe in the resurrection of Jesus.
Yeah.
The holy birth of Jesus, or that Jesus is part of the Trinity.
Yeah, I literally got a strike on that video to call the Mother Mary a whore. Yeah, YouTube gave me a strike, boy. Yeah, that was my that was my second strike. That was my second strike. My first strike, was about policing in America. That was my first strike because it was bad. It was bad. That was a horrible show. It was horrible. That one I streamed to 0 people. That was crazy. 0 people, and I got a strike on 0 people.
I dropped a link for you in the private chat.
No, I see it.
Okay. All right. Bye. I'll be back.
Okay. All right. Y'all want to see what Mama put up here for us to review? Let me see it. Let's bring it up here real quick. Like, it says the United States Department of Justice. Can y'all see that? Let me see how big it is on the screen. So, yeah, that's really small for y'all. What I need to do is make it bigger. Get the screen. All right, it says competent sources who have furnished reliable information in the past have advised that Martin Luther King Jr. has a reputation among many of the country's Negro leaders of being a heavy consumer of alcoholic beverages, and is known to the certain Negro leaders to be extremely loose in his moral behavior. As an example, these sources cited incidents which occurred several years ago in Memphis, Tennessee, when King attended a Negro Baptist convention. With King's knowledge, some of the ministers arranged to rent from some of the family's apartments and housing project. The permanent tenants were advised that apartments were needed for mediation. Actually, they were used for sex and drinking parties. These sources heard from the other individual whom they believed to be reliable. Where we at? that during the convention, King became so intoxicated that he caused a scene in the housing project. Being unable to find his apartment he desired, some of his colleagues had to physically restrain King lest he be recognized by some of the tenants and thus jeopardize the image of the ministers as well as that of the desegregation movement, which I also said was bullshit. Because we all know we should have kept with the desegregation, not fucking integration, which the movement started as a desegregation movement that ended up being a integration movement, which, you know, I was laughed at and said I was going crazy when I said it was stupid, but you know, it is what it is. Everyone laughs at me anyway. Anyway, Bayard Rustin, in discussing King's recent trip to Oslo, Norway, to receive the Nobel Peace Prize, advised two acquaintances on December 16, 1964, that he was called by the police at 4:30 a.m. one morning because the police had caught a prostitute coming out of the room of A.D. King. Martin's brother, A.D. King, attempted to evade the police by running into Martin's room. The police accused the prostitute of stealing money. However, she claimed she had been paid by the occupant of A.D. King's room. Rustin claimed that he talked the police out of arresting the prostitute.
Let your wife read for you.
In order to avoid besmirking the reputation of Martin Luther King Jr. I've been reading fine right now, sir. I've been reading fine. Just because just breaking up for you don't mean I'm not reading fine. Hey, if I'm reading horrible, put a 2 in the chat. Fuck it. Put a 2 in the chat if I'm reading horribly. I think I'm doing a pretty good damn job. Martin Luther King Jr. Rustin also stated that members of King's entourage had naked girls running up and down the corridors of the hotel where he stayed, and that they were bringing white prostitutes into their rooms. Not the white prostitutes. Damn. Not the white prostitutes. Wow.
Hold on. Why, no, that actually goes against what he believes.
Oh, what? It does?
Yeah, the content of the character, not the color of their skin.
That's crazy. He invited is former member of the Young Communist League, which was designated as a subversive pursuant to Executive Order 10450. Okay. Little history. See, Omar said I'm reading well. That's what I'm talking about. You know what? Snow bunnies.
How many 2s did you get though?
Not a 1. That's what I'm talking about. All
right.
Look at Mayo. Damn, not the best coochie in the world. We know it. You know it. The Snow Bunny. Oh shit. What? All right. Back on this besmirching of Martin Luther King's name. Yeah. What do it mean? Besmirching. Oh. That's what I'm planning on doing. This woman is out here saying shit she don't. Yeah.
To a Christian, we don't believe that you can have a theory of God based on color.
When I look at Joseph H. Jackson, he argued that to the extent that the white man doesn't give you a job, it's incumbent upon you to build your own businesses and to hire your brother and your sister and your neighbor, that you aren't begging someone else for a job. And so he didn't only talk about this, but he exemplified this.
Integrated?
There were a bunch of sharecroppers in the South who were getting cheated. Jackson was the president of the National.
Look at that black man. That's a strong black leader right there. That's old Joseph. What? What are you saying lies to? I had it. It was okay. What are you talking about? Oh, you crazy OG. OG lying like his lying. What's up, Virgil? Virgil, you lie. He said it was a 2. You know damn well I was reading good.
Oh, so some twos starting to come in now.
I just got 1, 2, just 1, 2. But OG tried to say that white coochie ain't the best coochie. He said lies. I had it. It was okay. Anyway, let me go back. Cause this is good old Joseph H. Jackson.
Those of us who are Christians, we don't believe that you can have a theory of God based on color.
When I look at Joseph H. Jackson, he argued that to the extent that the white man doesn't give you a job, it's incumbent upon you to build your own businesses and to hire your brother and your sister and your neighbor, that you aren't begging someone else for a job. And so he didn't only talk about this, but he exemplified this. There were a bunch of sharecroppers in the South who were getting cheated. Jackson was the president of the National Baptist Convention. The convention bought 400 acres of farmland in the South. They allowed these black sharecroppers to work the land for free. And to the extent that they raised money for their crops, they got to keep and pocket that money so long as they were saving that money to buy their own farmland. So they can move from sharecroppers to farmers and not have to depend on anybody else for their daily bread. The convention, under the behest of Jackson, did many of these things. Now, the reason why I bring up Jackson in comparison to Martin Luther King is because, as you know, Ebenezer Baptist Church was under the umbrella of the National Baptist Convention. Martin Luther King, fresh out of Crozer, very young, very ambitious, wanted to move the National Baptist Convention into a new, more radical, if I can use that word, social gospel, and to get away from the kind of fundamental gospel that Joseph H. Jackson and his ilk was preaching. He wanted to be the president of the National Baptist Convention. He was overwhelmingly rejected, and it got pretty contentious. Someone was pushed off the stage and died. Someone
Overwhelmingly rejected, John the Baptist. Overwhelmingly. You know what they said to that nigga? Get the yellow tape, bitch. They told that nigga, get the yellow tape, nigga. We don't want you here. We just want you to patrol the perimeter. That's it. He didn't know his place. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue.
And from Martin Luther King's little ilk pushed this young man off the stage and he died. So it got pretty contentious, and they ended up kicking Martin Luther King and his friends out of the National Baptist Convention. This was before his face was plastered on Time magazine and all the rest of it. So what they decided to do, at the suggestion of Stanley Levison, was start a new Baptist convention which would rival the National Baptist Convention. So they started the Progressive National Baptist Convention. Of course, it didn't take off. It didn't do anything. So they started this Southern Leadership Conference, and then they moved from there to the Southern Christian Leadership Conference. So the Southern Christian Leadership Conference was the result of the fact that Martin Luther King and his campaign was not popular to these Negroes in the South as much as Joseph H. Jackson, who was a continuation of the kinds of things that Booker T. Washington talked about. The advantage that Martin Luther King and his ilk had that Joseph H. Jackson did not have is that the media basically swarmed around Martin Luther King. They made him larger than life. Stanley Levison, who was a phenomenal publicist, he's the one who lined up the interviews, who was able to mobilize the media to put cameras in front of the civil rights movement under the behest of Martin Luther King, and the rest is history.
So a white man did that for this man. So for all you Negroes on YouTube spaces, even your civil rights leaders needed a cracker to be important in life. Think about that shit. Even during civil rights, a cracker had to put you motherfuckers up to make sure that y'all were important to your own people. Even then, y'all was like JP. Yeah, y'all were like JP. Because y'all changed the desegregation movement to integration, which was a communist Marxist type thing for y'all to beg the government. We got a plant here, but the government, no. I'm telling y'all. This nigga and the people, like I said, the civil rights leader, I said this plenty of times. I don't know how many times I said it on this platform. I said it a lot. I said a lot on Facebook. Civil rights leaders was the worst of black people. It would, you know what? I even told my mom and dad that. My mom agreed with me a little bit because she called Martin Luther King a rebel rouser, which he was. I just think that he was the worst for black people. He had a dream. No one give a fuck about your dream, nigga. Fuck you and your dream. Y'all niggas, motherfucking black people so scared to talk about this, nigga. It's crazy. Now MLK is Houdini tricking the world. Absolutely. He tricked the world with motherfucking white folks. Uncle Tom made me say that. He did. Because when you put black and white together, boy, it's a pair right there, boy. I'm telling you, it's nothing can beat it. You know what I'm saying? And then when they have children, they become hybrids. They become Xerxes, a lookalike. Ain't that right, OG? I know you here. They become Xerxes, like you. Oh, light bright ass nigga. Oh, mixed breed. That's what OG Do Dirty is. He's a mixed breed. He said he looks like Xerxes. Yeah. They need a white they need a white person to lift them up, hold them up. This is what he did. Go ahead and jump over that gate, Mr. Black Man. I'll help you. I'll buy you the shoes. I'll make sure you got gloves so you don't cut yourself. I'll be over here waiting for you when you come back. That's what they did. That's what they did. The white man was a conduit to accomplish what God would have done. No, Tom. Martin was not a comment. Martin was the biggest comment ever. He was the biggest comment ever. Only next to Al Sharpton. Only next to Al Sharpton. Because those two was rivaling right there for the biggest comment of the century. And last century. Yeah. They're battling for it. Yeah, I just disagree. I just think he was a con man, and even his own people were saying that he was a con man. Was he without fault? Yes. Listen, don't say you this and you live a different life in the public. Yeah, he was digging down prostitutes. Would you say that's a good thing? I don't want to say it like that. He was having sex with prostitutes. Would you say that's a good thing?
I think having sex outside of marriage is always a terrible thing.
Absolutely, but I just want to focus in on that part, because when you combine them together with him cheating on his wife with prostitute, it just show. I get it. In 1863, while slavery was a thing and they had bars and they were still trying to make America and shit, the motherfuckers would go to brothels. I get it. That was that time. Prostitution that was a thing of the past for them, or for people, whether they were black or white. They used to go to brothels and have sex with them. I don't think it was a good thing for people of the ilk of Christians to say that, to believe that, to do that, to say it's okay for me to go drink heavily and fornicate with women that are not my wife. Not a good thing for people to give passage to that behavior and deify Martin Luther King, because that's what they do. That's what America did. They deified this nigga. Am I wrong in saying that, John the Baptist?
No, that's what they did. They made him into a godlike figure.
Make America moist again? That's crazy. I've seen Sharpton at work. He is not a good man. He's a baiter and an instigator. That's a fact, mama. That's a fucking fact. But I'm just saying, I don't think it's the right thing to say that he was a good deal for America just because he said a couple of things that he didn't write, that he plagiarized. He didn't even give credit to him. Even in his own books, they had the publishers of the book went back and gave the people fucking credit for what he stole from them. It's okay. I got proof. It's all right. Let's finish this. That one's done. That one's done. Let's go on to the next one. We're going to move on to the next one. But yeah, I don't think, I don't understand why America deified a man that said he was a Christian. He had Christian values and blah, blah, blah. This is what they said in the public. I know John the Baptist, that's not the life he said he lived on to other people and his sermons and shit. What? Who did? Okay. How do we know all that? All I said is all I said is true. Satan ain't gonna sit by and just let God accomplish by men what should be done. I don't think I read that right. How do we know?
I told you that your wife read for you.
Because I'm trying to. It's just not. Now you read it for me, nigga. Can you read that?
That's why I said let your wife do it. I can't read either.
Okay.
If I could read it better, I would have volunteered to read it for you.
How do we know all that? All I said is true. Oh, how do we know all that I said is true? Okay. Satan ain't gonna sit by and just let God accomplish by men what should be done. Oh, okay.
Yeah, correct. He's not gonna let you just let God do what he want to do, which is why he put people like Martin Luther King in the way to stop it. To try to stop it.
Okay. Hey, if John the Baptist agreeing with you, I guess I'm gonna go with his interpretation of what you said. I was gonna go by here. Listen, okay, hey, I'm not getting it, but maybe you can reword it for me because I'm a F student. Fuck a D or a C. I'm an F student. I just know how to regurgitate bullshit. That's all. Listen, I had a photostatic memory like a motherfucker. I ain't got it no more. I ain't got it. What's this one? All right, so let's go. Just reimagine the work. If this is, let me stop saying this. Let's reimagine what would have happened. What would happen if there was no Martin Luther King and the civil rights? The civil rights thing would have been goddamn desegregation, like it was started off as, instead of integration. What do you think would happen? OG, not OG, John the Baptist. Oh, you going to get a bad spot? Nope.
Well, if integration would have happened slower, but it would have happened. It was happening anyway.
Yes.
And it would have happened voluntarily, not by force.
Yes. So what the government
which would not have brought up so many problems.
Yeah. So what the government did was force everyone into doing something that was unnatural, and all supposedly the people want. Let's let the black woman with the mushroom top. Oh, I ain't seen that hairstyle in a long ass time, boy. I haven't seen that hairstyle since the 90s. Yes, sir.
I thought integration meant that we were going to have better facilities. We were going to have equal rights.
Let's stop it there. Better facilities. That means the white man's ice was colder. Is that what that mean to you, OG? I mean, Mayo? I mean, not Mayo. Government?
No, sir. I think they thought they were going to get better facilities for themselves.
How would you get those better facilities?
From the government, sir.
Okay, you taking the role of the government side. The government was going to come in and give all these black people that money so they can upgrade their systems and shit. That what you thought? Okay, because I didn't take it like that. All right, you coming at it at a different angle than I am. I'm still going to stay with my angle because I think equal but separate. That's what I thought that. You know what? That's what you got from that? Okay, all right. All right, let's.
That's what I got from what she's saying.
Okay.
Because that's what they expected.
Okay, let's go back.
I thought integration meant that we were going to have better facilities. We were going to have equal rights. I did not think that values would be destroyed and these kinds of things. I just thought it meant equal at that time.
Hoo-wee! That was brutal. That was brutal.
So she's literally saying that she thought it was going to be equal outcomes right off the bat.
Not equal. No, she said equal rights.
Yeah, equal rights. You get that right off the bat.
But that's not equal outcomes, though. Equal rights doesn't mean equal outcomes.
No, go back. Play it one more time.
Okay. Hey, it's interesting. It's interesting, isn't it? Because this was of the time.
I thought integration meant that we were going to have better facilities. We were going to have equal rights. I did not think that values would be destroyed and these kinds of things.
Mean outcome.
Okay. If you want to say, if you want to say that's what that meant, I don't think that's what that meant. But
okay, so
this would be the only people able to give them better facilities, Tom.
Like I said, listen. I'm listening to what you're saying, right? And I can see what you're saying, because we can say this. We can be honest about saying this. Black women ran to the government for everything, so they thought they was going to dump a whole bunch of money into the black community. I will say, majority of them probably thought that, because that's what Martin Luther King was pushing. Don't forget that he was pushing that shit, that the government should have a takeover of all fucking means of production, schooling, and all this other shit. So facilities, absolutely. So if the government is in charge of all that shit, of course you think you will get better facilities. But that's the stupidity and not understanding what words mean.
But so let's say that the government did help the counterparts and get better facilities. But the mindset of black men back then, we just wanted equal rights. I'm gonna say all, but majority of black men, which is why they like Martin Luther King, because he wanted too much help from the government. Black men just want equal rights so we could do what we want to do, because we already proved without government help that if you just leave us alone, that we can actually build communities, build families.
Absolutely. I'm glad you say that, because I got this one great fucking goddamn video. It's not a whole video, it's a clip about Booker T. Washington and the men of his ilk, like him. Yes. Oh my God, I didn't know all that shit looked like that. I did not know. I knew it went far, right? I knew it went far, but I didn't know how far it actually went to. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you. I found out recently that at the time of the bus boycott that was happening with the Martin Luther King strike, they actually in Wilmington, North Carolina, had their own bus lines.
Yeah, but I knew that. I knew that already. I
didn't know that though.
That's
so at the same.
Go ahead.
At the same time that was happening, you're now ruining a black-owned bus line in Wilmington that had black mechanics, black bus drivers.
Yes.
You actually ruined that.
Because the white man's ice was colder. I'm telling you, it's crazy. If my cousin don't quit sending me this shit, nigga, I can't stand black people sometimes, man. I ain't gonna lie to this motherfucker, man.
Without equal rights, without government's help or government's assistance, this is what the black community did.
Yes, I'm gonna get to that right after this. Because that you make good points with that saying that shit, because that's what I think. I think it would have happened. I've been saying this for a while. I think it would have happened naturally because it was already moving that way.
Yes.
If black people were the means of work, then like we had our own business there, we were doing work on white buildings and all that shit. Still, it ain't never stopped. We were still working for the white man. Yes, the pay was fucked up. I get it. I'll give you that. They want to pay you if they paid you, whatever the fuck. But the point was, our skills were needed. And to think that the white man's ice was colder, y'all want to be with these motherfuckers, you fuck the black community up. And I'm going to continue saying that until these stupid ass black folks get it through their thick skull that black people, with the help of the Jew boys, fucked up the black community in 1960s. Full fucking stop.
I just thought it meant equal at that time.
It's difficult to name a business or profession in which the Negro has failed to find opportunity. The men pull together for the economic progress and continued development of all. The many banks owned and operated by Negroes serve businessmen, farmers, and working men and women. Another evidence of economic progress is the number of insurance companies owned and operated by members of the race. The largest business organization in the South, owned and operated by Negroes, is the North Carolina Mutual Life Insurance Company.
Say it again. Mutual Life Insurance Company, the largest business. These are black businesses. Don't listen. Look at the bottom shit. Who cares about? We know niggas fuck shit up. We know that for sure. This is my problem, right? Look at the top video and listen to this white man. I don't know if it's a white man, but we're gonna say he's a white man talk. Right there. Where was that? Where we at? Okay. John. Okay. You up here, John?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we'll take one. Yeah, I took one of them down. But yeah, this is one of the videos. John the Baptist. Just listen to this shit. Look and listen.
It's difficult to name a business or profession in which the Negro has failed to find opportunity. The men pull together for the economic progress and continued development of all. The many banks owned and operated by Negroes serve businessmen, farmers, and working men and women. Another evidence of economic progress is the number of insurance companies owned and operated by members of the race. The largest business organization in the South, owned and operated by Negroes, is the North Carolina Mutual Life Insurance Company of Durham. Another field that has been rapidly expanding is the savings and loan business. They help with housing problems and frequently lend aid in financing business enterprises. Many thousands of independent business establishments have found prosperity in this country.
This instilled within us.
Now, remember that as soon as this nigga said stop the cap. This nigga said stop the cap. This is crazy work. This is crazy work. I ain't gonna say equal was the answer. Equal is not the answer, right? Because I don't care about Black Wall Street. Black Wall Street wasn't shit until after they named it Black Wall Street. It was just another fucking town in Oklahoma, and in those times. Let's just be honest. Yes, it was. Oh, okay. Yeah, Tulsa was just another fucking town. It wasn't called Black Wall Street. So until after that shit happened. So if it was called Black Wall Street while it was happening, it'd be different, but it wasn't. So it was just another town in Tulsa. I hate when people come to that. Like that was the only staple that black people had. That's crazy.
Drop down and come back up because some sound funny.
Okay. All right. So the banks, the farms, the whatever, the housing projects that they had going on that they get. Black people own their own banks. Now, when integration happened, guess what happened? The white folks started taking over black banks and shit like that. It's just crazy. Looks like your algorithm had gone back to the black. Yeah, well, it happens. I'm stop spreading there. I'm not spreading. Equal is the answer. Okay, if you want to say it. All right. There's got to be a winner and a loser, OG. So no, everyone is not going to be equal. That's why I say equal is not the answer, because no one's equal. We're not equal. There's no equal out here. It's never been an equal.
What do y'all mean?
But it should have been equal, because the description of you gave that was equal was leave you in a poor conditions to do your job, give the other side all the resources, right, for them to do their job the same as you. Now that part will be the same. You get the same job, you get the same everything, but the facilities, right, the job that you're doing in worse conditions. You should be doing it the equal way if you're going to make that business progress. But what you're saying is leave it like it was. No, they wasn't saying when she said equal, she literally broke it down, bro. Like she wasn't, again, you talking about a whole different other thing that didn't even have nothing to do with what she was talking about. She was talking about, again, if you're gonna have them doing something in a job, you can't just say, well, this is for them and then this is for us, and we make give you the shitty, crappy shit, but then we give everybody else the good shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not equal. Even though you get the same thing, and you basically saying just because they gave you, or just matter of fact, just use the water thing, right? Just for the water fountains, right? Your water fountain again is different from everybody else's. Now it might just be one black water fountain, but you might have in one park, but in the other park, in the rest of the parks, that's a big ass park like Central Park or something like that, you have maybe 6 or 7 water fountains, and they're all for what? Then it should be equal. That means everywhere you put them at, if you want to make it the white and black thing, because that's what they was doing, you would put white and black. That would have been equal. But what they took as equal is, no, we're gonna use the same thing. That ain't what she was just talking about. And then when it comes to the black banks and stuff, you got to be honest with you, bro, and tell the truth. Even if they didn't go into it, if they want to kept their own, what was hindering them, bro, from growing?
Nothing.
Even though they had their own, it was. Even though that they had their own black banks, no, bro, they still had to go through a system, which was the government, right? That again, all our money goes through what?
Well,
all the bank's money go through what?
FDIC.
You see what I'm saying? So
I
again, they would be.
Hold on. I don't even know if there's an FDIC back then. I don't think. Well, hold on. Let me. Because I can't remember. I don't remember there being an FDIC back then. Was there FDIC in the 1960s?
Of course, you would remember. You weren't born.
The FDIC's primary role in the 1960s was to maintain stability and public confidence.
Okay, so it was. It started in 1966.
No, so this should be in the 40s and 50s though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, you still had a place, bro, where they organized and they kept everything that was bank wise, right? Even though that was a problem that they had. So when they did integrate, like Tom was saying, they were just coming in and buying those banks out. Well, they were buying those banks out, bro, because those banks couldn't sustain where they was. You know what I'm saying? Just like it's a documentary, right, of a 2 black dudes that went and bought a bank. It's just based on the movie, right?
Absolutely.
But you go look at the real documentary. At the end of the movie, they said that the white dude got control of the bank, right? And then they said that they broke all partials. They gave the dude this money, and one dude didn't get no money because of the way the paperwork said. Well, in reality, in real life, that didn't even happen, right? They just took the goddamn banks away from them niggas. They didn't leave it to nobody. They did that shit on the movie, so we had most people thinking like, oh, well, at least, you know what I'm saying? The white dude, no, it wasn't even about all that, bro. They literally took the motherfucking banks from the niggas. It was all paperwork because all the money was coming together. And what they wasn't doing was keeping up with records and stuff like that because they didn't know they was doing their own banking. Like, this is a whole different other thing, bro, when you talking about how they got their stuff taken away from them. Well, that's, again, when you integrate something, if you don't know the system, or you not legalities, then they could take your shit. And that's what happened. So even when you say like people that was before the 1950s, you ever heard of Lincoln Mutual?
Yes.
Okay. How long has that been around, Tom?
Oh, I don't know. I couldn't tell you that. But I know about it though.
All right. So that's one of the first places, bro, that people of color and other races were able to put their money and store their money at, right? Because it was tied to the government. Right? They push that shit on people, like do this and do the save money, this and that. You put your money in the bank, and at that time, I think they was doing bonds and everything else. I don't know what they doing. I think now it's more based on credit and percentages and shit. You know what I mean? Like when you go do your little put it in savings and shit, and you save
small
up.
Banks, black banks that were not just black banks, but banks that all colored people can go to besides the honkers, because the honkers had their own banks that they went to. Let's be honest.
It's more, bro, than just sitting there saying that these niggas lost their shit or when this happened, bro.
Look, I'm not saying they lost it right away. I'm saying that they lost it over time. The fact of the matter is, when you integrate something, your people get the mindset that these people shit is better because they have the means of power at the time. Let's be honest, they did. So when you integrate, you say, look at that. I can now go inside these white institutions and feel comfortable instead of saying, hey, I've been comfortable with what I've been having already. Think about not hospitals. Think about dentists or doctors. And we had a lot of black doctors that went to Ivy League schools, got the same majority of the same training to come back and service the blacks. But when integration happened, the white folks had to deal with black people instead of black doctors dealing with black people. They wanted to be with these motherfuckers.
They was
So
in
that
the same
psyche.
spots. That's in the, okay. That again, bro. You throwing me off, bro, when you say that, because you act like these people wasn't in the same spots. So even white, they wasn't. What you mean they wasn't,
They
bro?
wasn't all in the same spot. You talking about massive cities, or you talking about different states? Go ahead. Let me let you hear what you got to say.
Okay, but you just said that they went in the same spot. So what do you mean, like they went in the same spot?
Like the hospital, like when the black hospitals, there was no white people working at black hospital. Matter of fact, there's one down the street. In what the fuck is it called? God damn it. Hey, babe, what's that town down the street from Titusville? What is it called again? Mims. It was a all black motherfucker. Well, one side was all black, the other side was all white. Now, to go to a black hospital, it literally was 5 or 6 miles further away than what was damn near in the town center, which was the Mims Hospital, where all the white folks went. They wouldn't even accept a black person before goddamn integration. Now, they had a black hospital that had the same type, had the same shit that was 6 miles down the road. The only thing is, it's hard to get to when you ain't got a car, you ain't got this shit. And here in Florida, at that time, it was mostly Orange Grove. So, shit, getting somewhere with thinking you have a vehicle, it's hard to come by if you didn't have the money. So, to say that black people didn't have their own, they did. They had everything. It was all for them. So to say they were next to each other, no, they weren't next to each other. They were miles apart from each other. That's how a lot of motherfuckers died, because they were miles apart from each other, and they wouldn't allow these motherfuckers to go to white hospital when it was closer. But sure,
that's what you see, and that's the problem, bro, because that's what you see as equal when that's not even what she was asking for. See, that's the crazy part. When you look at the situation, that was equal.
I wasn't saying that was equal.
I'm saying.
Go ahead.
So I'm mischaracterizing what you're saying, bro. You are literally sitting here telling me, bro, some shit that I'm telling you, bro, like that don't even make sense for you to even think, bro, just because they got a black hospital and they got a white hospital. Again, that she wasn't talking about that. She wasn't talking about them having two separate, because it was already established. It wasn't like they was asking for the black hospital. So this one I said, when you say equal, you keep on going back to something that don't even have nothing to do with she's talking about equal. Like she's saying equal, so you thinking they want them a better hospital. No, sir, they have a hospital. They didn't have a problem with not having a hospital. It'd have been different if they would have been like, hey, y'all got y'all hospital, but we don't have a hospital. So we want equal so we can have a hospital. That's not what they was talking about. She was literally talking about working in places like that hospital you talking about across the main grove, nigga, and not getting the same thing that everybody else got, right? The same positions that they was in when somebody else was working in, that they got hired for, that they came in for, they put them in a lower position and paid them different money. Like we watched documents on it, bro. Was that happened to Vivian Thomas, bro, when the motherfucker went to college?
Yeah,
I mean, went to that, what you call it? Same thing happened to him, and it happened all across the goddamn world. Those were the people talking about they wanted equal. It wasn't the people talking about, oh, you ain't got a hospital over here. Our hospitals, we want ours next to yours. No, they didn't care about that. What they was more worried about is if they was going to be in that workspace, I want to be able to use the same shit that you got here. I shouldn't have to, again, when you look at the bullshit with NASA flipped that shit before the United States did. Before they even thought about this shit, these niggas were like, you know what? Fuck it, we got to go ahead and do something different. That's what they said on the movie. Then you come out and read the documents. It's true. Like, come on, bro. So that's the integration they talking about. They're not talking about, bro, again, getting something that they don't have already. They already got all this stuff put in place.
I wasn't
that's why I said it.
That's why I said I wasn't talking about that. I wasn't talking about that.
I know you wasn't, bro. You was talking about something that was already there. That's why I'm telling you, it doesn't make sense to me to sit here and say that, bro. Like, these people didn't have hospitals, and you sitting here telling me, yeah, they had hospitals. Like, okay, well, that's not what the equal they talking about.
Okay, I get that, but I understand what you're saying. I get that part. That wasn't what I was arguing. My argument to it all is that desegregation was just with that. I mean, I can still frequent your place and you can still frequent mine. I don't need you to have your hands in my pocket. I just want to be able to go to these places. Integration is forced. Hey, you have to service this person because that's what was written into law. You cannot discriminate based off of fucking skin color, sex, creed, and all that extra bullshit. That's what that was talking about. Desegregation was just I am able to fucking frequent your place if you allow me to. We had our own shit.
But that's still a problem.
Go ahead. Tell me the problem.
The problem is, bro, that you're going to keep a system as I get to treat you how I want to treat you when you come to the white side. If we white, we can treat you how we want to treat you over here. When you black and you come over to the black establishment, since you treat us crazy over here, we get to treat you the same way over here. That would be the equal you talking about. Then
Absolutely.
That would be bullshit. Yeah, that would be bullshit, bro. Because that's why when you ask that question, what would happen if that happened? That's why I said no hands and no feet. Because nigga, the law would be set, nigga, that you couldn't do certain shit. You couldn't look at certain people. You couldn't do so. So if that shit never would have changed, you would have no. But I'm just saying, you would have no hands and no feet, bro. Because certain shit that you would want to do that you ain't integrate, it'll be up to those people. If they felt like this nigga came over here and did this, if we can do this. If you go over to the black side as a white person, if this cracker come over and do this, bro, that's not equal, bro.
Yeah,
that's biases, bro. That's treating people how you want to be treated because of their color, their skin.
Guess what? I don't believe in equal. We'll never be equal. No, like I said before, no one's equal to anyone. So that's. I mean, I hear people fighting for equality, but that's not what no one really wants equality. No one really wants equality. They can say they do, but they fucking don't. Everyone wants privilege. I want certain privilege that I'm not gonna get over this person. I want you to look at my shit first before you look at this person's shit. What's up, Lord ADS?
What up, Uncle Tom? What up, OG Do Dirty? Mayo Monkey, what happened? John the Baptist, what's going on?
What's up?
Yeah. I mean, I hear what you're saying. I mean, I'm not disagreeing with it. I mean, I can look at it like that. But like I said, we had our own shit. We had our own movie theaters. Whether y'all want to say, do you think all of the black people shit was just run down and used parts for everything was just shit?
Chop Shop? Yep.
That what you think?
Oh yeah.
No.
Chop Shop.
No.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I didn't hear what you said. What you say again?
I said, do you think that black people shit, the hospitals, the fucking movie theaters, anything that we had was just shit?
No.
No, okay. So we're not fighting. Okay.
Right, but it wasn't about that. It was about, so if you got a white movie theater that says, you know what I'm saying, you can come and watch a movie, but you got to sit in a certain area and everybody else got to sit somewhere else. They still making money off of you. So it'd be the same again, like I said, which don't make sense to me for you to try to do that to the whites. If you already doing good with the blacks, you will keep your blacks there. But if whites come over there, they will have to go through the same strain that you go through. When you could just let everybody come and just make the money.
But that's why desegregation was the best thing for people instead of integration. It was already, listen, we were already integrating to begin with. We were already doing that. We already had whites working with blacks. We had that already. So it's not like, go ahead.
Why would you desegregate and not integrate? You know what I'm saying? At that point, that doesn't, they're both hand in hand, man. You can't really do
no, the difference is, Lord ADS, is forced integration. Forcing someone against their will to do something.
You have to look. You have to look at the side of the effects of integration on black culture, black families, and society. When we actually integrated, we actually stopped investing in blacks and started investing into the whites. Which is why you look 60 years later, we say, well, why don't we have any black business? We gotta go to the white man for something. Well, because you took everything that you had and gave it away.
Because niggas is lazy.
No, we weren't. That's the problem.
Let's just keep it real. The reason why you're serving in your metropolitan area.
Hold on. Let John finish and then you go right to him.
We was not. The thing is, we were not lazy. the people, our ancestors from the 50s and the 60s I said the 40s and 50s were not lazy. Matter of fact, they were hard-working people. They had values and principles in place and standards in place. Even coming out of slavery, they had this. So we were not lazy. It's integration where we found laziness at.
No. What you did was give up on your dream and start investing to other people. That's what happened. Because there was an easier route than the route that was taken, right? They didn't stop investing in them when you desegregated, did they? They didn't stop investing in them when you integrated. No, they kept investing into what their businesses were about, their hospitals, their infrastructure. They kept investing. You stopped investing because you thought at the other end of the day, this was an easier path, and it really wasn't. Because what happened was that you guys, our people, let's just be honest, dropped the ball on following through when it came to nullifying civil rights. We got to the point where we got complacent and we stopped. We started doing this gangster shit, this bullshit, this debauchery, and then we just, it slipped into degeneracy. And this is where we're at now, a degenerate society.
I think you agree with me. I think you agree with me though, because if you really think about it, which is why people didn't really rock with Martin Luther King. They didn't really want the civil rights. They really didn't want what he was fighting for. They didn't where he was going about it. I think you actually agree with me.
Well, John the Baptist, like I said, wait. The first iteration of the movement was desegregation. That's what it was. And then it moved into a Marxist, hey, we're going to take shit by force. We're going to protest. We're going to force these white people to see us. We're going to force these motherfuckers to meet our demands. It's pretty much what it was done. That's why all in the 60s was nothing but fucking protest. Protests led the way.
Yeah, but what was the protesting for at those time?
We know that equal rights.
Yes, bro.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but equal is never equal. Equal is never equal.
Well, you want.
I mean, why isn't it equal time?
Because no one will ever be equal to another person. It's impossible. It's impossible.
Okay, hold on. I don't like the way you said that, though, Tom. It's not equal. I think it's more. It's not
I
equal
agree
rights.
with that shit, John. That's what you do. That shit crazy.
It's equal opportunity. It's equal opportunity that it was fighting. It was actually fighting for.
Okay. Well, they said equal rights. If you let the woman speak, she said equal rights, nigga. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and play the whole fucking video. God damn it. Where the hell is this video at? Let's go. Well,
let me add something else to this, Tom, before you take off with this. From 72 to 78, Atlanta was the black mecca of the United States.
We don't care about 72 to 78. We talking about way before that, sir.
They sold their businesses, they sold their birthrights out to white men in the hope of profit. And what happened was it collapsed on them. This is why Atlanta is the way it is now.
Okay. We know Niggerville, USA is going to be Niggerville, USA.
I thought integration meant that we were going to have better facilities. We were going to have equal rights. I did not think that values would be destroyed and these kinds of things. I just thought it meant equal at that time.
It's difficult to name a business or profession in which the Negro has failed to find opportunity. The men pulled together for the economic progress and continued development of all. The many banks owned and operated by Negroes serve businessmen, farmers, and working men and women. Another evidence of economic progress is the number of insurance companies owned and operated by members of the race. The largest business organization in the South, owned and operated by Negroes, is the North Carolina Mutual Life Insurance Company of Durham. Another field that has been rapidly expanding is the savings and loan business. They help with housing problems and frequently lend aid in financing business enterprises. Many thousands of independent business establishments have found prosperity in this country.
This instilled within us a tremendously great deal of dignity and somebodyness. We did not envision a day of, hey, it's necessary to pass some legislation from Congress. We did not envision the day that, hey, it'd be a day of affirmative action. Go on and on and on to various things.
Since we have integrated, we have become too comfortable. We think we don't have to do, that we're going to make it anyhow. I feel that I cannot reach our children, but I feel that until the parents assume the responsibility and the family come back together, we're going to have a generation that is lost. The opportunities are going to be there, but they're not going to be prepared.
There you go. There goes the rest of the video. She said they got
All
complacent.
facts.
She said they got complacent.
Yeah, which I think fighting for integration made us get complacent.
Mm-hmm.
Before integration,
Nah.
no, but if you have to look at history. Before integration, we literally went out and built things that we wanted. We literally built strong families. I come out of slavery. Businesses, homes, opportunities, whatever we didn't make excuses. For some reason, after 1960, we started making more excuses. So what happened between then and 1960?
The heroin epidemic and the crack epidemic.
There you go.
Oh my God.
There you go.
Okay, so I have a question because I hate when people. Okay, so let's go to that. The heroin and the crack epidemic. Who made people smoke heroin or inject heroin or smoke it or wherever you do it and do crack? Who did that? Who made them do that?
Nobody did. That was free will.
Okay. All right. So that's not an excuse. Stop making it. That's the problem. This is a problem over here in the so-called black community. We give excuses for motherfuckers that did drugs for no fucking reason.
We ain't got to talk about them. All I got to do is they just talk about this video. North
Yeah,
Carolina, one of the most, I guess you could say at that time, I don't know if it was or not.
it was predominantly black over there in North Carolina. There's a lot of niggas in North Carolina.
But they were saying it's let's say it's one of the states in the South. The South was supposed to be one of the most racist places to live in at that time. But look at what North Carolina did. But look what North Carolina did in the midst of racism.
They excelled.
Yes. But they didn't make excuses.
Okay. OG, you got anything?
Matter of fact, it was Martin Luther King.
Oh, yeah.
I was waiting on you. Go ahead. I don't want to move on.
All right, so I'm not even going to talk about the drug epidemic. I'm just going to talk about that point John was talking about when he was talking about how to value. So you mean to tell me, John, just think about this logic real quick. Before they hopped on the bandwagon, you saying that they had a value system of family.
Yes.
Right? And this is before we all came together, right?
Before integration. Yes.
Yeah, so you sound, let me make sure I'm correct. Before all this, right? We had a high value system when we stuck to family. That's what the woman just said. So you agree with her on that, right?
Yes.
Okay. So when they did come together and we had to follow the value system of the United States, what was that? And that's when then she explained how it destroyed. How do you figure it destroyed? Because you putting it on again upon us as if they was lazy and all this other stuff, like they still wasn't doing the same thing they was doing. Like that value system wasn't there when all this changed over and everybody had to come together. Like these niggas still, but the people who again, when they adopted the value system of the United States doing the same thing as everybody else, what happened then, John? They fell into that system, right? And they became like ass, right? So though again, that system, if you sitting here telling me that we had a better system and the other system, the white system was trash, we left the black system and went to a white system and became trash. Because even if you say you want to go,
I didn't say that.
We had better values. We had better values.
We had better values, and that was the family, right?
Yes.
I just want to correct one thing though.
So okay,
I was saying I just want to correct one thing. I'll let you finish. I think our value system was good. I'm not saying white people's system was trash. I'm just saying our stuff was good. But go ahead.
Yeah, but if I was working so good and we doing all this other stuff again, and what we keep on hearing about the ISIS code on the other side, and the other side is already buckling, right? They already got a system again, bro, that they got they poor, they got they middle, and then they got they high society rich. The high society rich is where black people want to be at because they can stick with the middle folks. They can stick with the average American. The poor American is what most of these niggas was. They trying to come up out of that, right? So they try to go up there and they try to follow that big system. What you got to have to follow the big system? Education, certain other things. It changes your value system. Now you don't want to have all these goddamn kids because you looking at, well, what you got to pay for with and everything else. You got to get this first. Now your value system goes down because you're not looking at, well, I got to have kids and then go to school. No. Back then, these niggas was having kids and then building up on what they had. If they had to work 3-4 jobs to make sure they fed a 12 motherfuckers or 14 or 18 motherfuckers, that's what they did, right? But now all that stops because they fall on a different system, and that system is get your education, get everything that you want now, and then go to for also everything that you're saying changed for a reason, sir. But you were blaming on the nigga talking about he was lazy. Now, one time when them niggas integrated, did them people still not have those same jobs over there and still doing the same thing? It's when you bring stuff together. So you tell me you got a wood business over here on the other side of town that's making big money, right? So I'm be like, okay, we all integrated together. I'm just gonna do what they do in this market till they do it the same day. They will put a building right next to yours and outrun you on everything.
So I didn't
That's
say
it's just
that
how no, it's what I'm saying. That's the only thing I'm saying, John. Like
No,
you
no,
gotta
I
look
get
at
you.
the whole totality of it, bro. You just can't look at one side
I
of
didn't
it.
say
And be like,
I didn't say, but I didn't say they were lazy. That was ADS. I said we stopped investing.
and what though?
And black
in
nigga.
our
And what though?
businesses. In our businesses.
And what? No, nigga, the question would be, you said you stopped investing. What was the most important thing we invested in at that time? You already gave the answer.
Oh, family. Oh, I mean, family.
Exactly. So if you
yes,
stop
yes.
investing in families, bro, what you think is gonna happen? Your system is gonna change. So again, you only get
we're using a system for values.
and then you only get a certain amount of people that goes and gets to that high level. It ain't gonna be a lot of y'all. So it's gonna be a lot of people who's gonna be able to fail, right? And not gonna be able to accomplish nothing because you're not going in that path you was on when everybody was doing something like this, sir.
So OG,
there are lots of
hold
contributors.
on, 80, okay, OG. I would agree if you're saying that we stop investing in family. There's nothing to happen. There's no reason to stop investing in family. That part I would agree with. We should always keep the family values that we started out with, coming out of slavery. That part was no excuse for that part, but it happened. The other part that never should happen is we never should stop investing in the black businesses as well. We actually so if you stop investing in both, well, you're now set up for demise.
Okay. So the system you speak of, OG, am I not streaming it? Oh my fucking God, I'm not streaming it. Rumble. God almighty.
I thought you knew that, bro. I thought you was gonna put a vertical up today, man. I was waiting on that vertical, man.
Oh man, I didn't have it set up. I was doing other dumb shit.
Can I add contributors to
yeah,
it?
what about that value, bro?
So what I was saying is the system that fucked everything up for the black people was integration. They bought into that system. So that was a system that was built in that we lost values in it. And that's why I say integration was the worst thing for black people. You can say it. I hear what you're saying and saying it wasn't, but I'm still stuck on it. It was. It had to be, because people of the time even said it was worse for them because of what happened to them.
Because they
lived it. OG, we're just secondary to looking at it. That's all we're doing.
Why I understand that we secondary, but why you not listening to what they saying? That's the crazy part. So if you believe what you just got through saying. If they still complaining, even though they come together and we integrate together, they don't get the same equal rights. They don't get the same equal pay, the same equal everything. So it's not the same. So even if they is together and they still doing what you are, still hindered by somebody else.
And that's why integration was terrible for motherfucking black folks. Because when you stayed on your side of the motherfucking street,
go back and watch.
When you stayed on your side of the motherfucking street, I don't see how y'all niggas correlate that into it was bad for you, bro. When it's only the side again that's doing this shit to you, bro. It's not like it. Just imagine, bro, if they wasn't doing that shit. That's what I'm saying, bro. You would be having equal opportunities, bro. You would have that equal rights. You would have that equal everything. Then it would be okay. But what you guys are saying, you giving passes to that shit. Like that shit it's what happened. This is what I'm saying. That's what happened. And that wasn't good. But you're saying because of what the black people wanted. No, bro. The black people wanted the good. They wanted the same as everybody. They want to just live like a regular human. That's what the woman just got through saying, not just the human part, but she was just like, she didn't say the human part. I'm saying that. But what she's saying is she just wants to have equal opportunities, equal pay, the same type of facilities. Everything is supposed to be the same, but it still didn't happen like that.
No,
hold on. Hold on. Your question.
Yeah.
How do you get rights?
Brother, there's so many things in place, especially along the way that are contributors to this, that if you talk about get right, it'll take us decades to get this thing back in order. I mean, we don't even talk about Margaret Sanger and her abortion laws. We don't even talk about no-fault divorce. We don't even talk about the 92 crime bill, right?
Why?
Because
why don't we talk about it? You know why? The reason why we don't talk about it because we're not talking about it right now because that's not the subject of goddamn conversation. That's the reason why we don't. We talk about Margaret Sanger enough. I know I've talked about the bitch alone so many fucking times. I'm tired of talking about the bitch. I'm tired of talking about no fault divorce. We talked about that for Sundays for fucking 4 years straight. I'm tired of talking about the fucking divorce and how motherfucking men get fucked. We talk about this shit. We talk about the motherfucking fathers not being at home. We talk about it all the fucking time. To say and to be disingenuous and say we don't talk about it. We talk about it too fucking much.
I apologize. This is my first time hearing it. Now I'm getting all this fucking heat.
No, you ain't getting heat. I'm just giving you the answer that you so shall seek. Because over here we've talked about these things all the time. Especially the fault of divorces. That shit that's played out. Margaret Sanger has been played out years ago. I'm so sick of talking about that bitch because you know what? Black people don't give a fuck. What ain't black people? Black women don't care. They want to be able to murder their little motherfuckers, just like white folks want to be able to murder their little motherfuckers. Let them do it. Why keep talking about it? It's not going to change the value system because our value system right now is set in stone and it's fucked up. Because money is king around here. Dollars is king around this pot. It ain't Jesus, white or black Jesus. It don't matter. It ain't Jesus. It ain't God. Dollar bills run everything around here. It ain't even who you fuck. It ain't even fucking family. How many of y'all know motherfuckers that don't speak to their family? Life is not the value. The value of life is not the same as it used to be 10 years ago. Let's be honest, 20 years ago, not even close. So it is what it is. I'm not gonna beat that dead horse, but no, that's the reason. I just think. What was your question, John? I think.
How did you get rights? With the
there you go. Okay,
that's some crazy ass shit. That don't even make no motherfucking sense. Most of the rights is already set in stone. You got to go fight for your rights. But if you want to give me the process on how to go through it, I just looked it up for you. I was going to give you the whole goddamn little bullshit that they gave me on here, just to prove, just so I can prove your point backwards. I know what you're trying to do, but that shit ain't gonna work, bro. But go ahead. That's how you get your rights. You fight for them, John. But go ahead.
Nah, okay. So that's what I'm trying to say. It's like. We both know that this is that their rights are like this thing has been constructed. It's not even a real thing, right? It's not something you can tangibly touch. And so we're sitting here saying, give us something that somebody created. So the thing is, if one person created this system that we call rights, then the thing that you're actually looking for, you can actually create it yourself. You don't have to get it from somebody else. Because okay, so it go back to the part you talking about equal pay. I agree with you. If you when we start wanting equal pay on the man's job, well, he ain't gonna give it to you. He's not gonna give you equal pay. Why? Because he doesn't value what you value yourself. or your race, if you see it that way. So why don't you continue on the path you've been doing and create your own equal pay? If the white man job won't pay you $2 an hour, then you create your own bus line and pay your own employee $2 an hour. You create, because we, just like they can create, we serve the same God that gives us the ability to create. Why
I
is his
agree
creation?
with that comment too, John, a
Why
lot. I disagree with that.
why is his
But you
creation
do.
better than our creation? Why is his creation better than our creation? We all have the ability to create.
We gave up
Okay.
our birthright.
Hold on. Omar said United States is not ruled by black folk. God set up the people who rule in these United States today. If others rule and have control and have the right to rule as they see fit, so who has the upper hand? The one who rules. That sounds like a defeatist attitude. And if you look at America today, majority of these majority black cities are run by black folks from top to motherfucking bottom. Why are they in the situations that they're in today? Let's just stop right there. We can full stop right at the black cities, like ADS said, Atlanta. If is Atlanta ruled from top to the bottom, damn near by black folks, Lord ADS?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
It
so
will be ruled by
see,
blacks.
so it's ruled by blacks. So that city is ruled by blacks. Let's not even go to this. Okay, now let's go to. I hate to do it. Let's go to Chicago. Is Chicago ruled from top to bottom by blacks? Damn near. Let's go to fucking New York. Is New York ran from damn near top to bottom by blacks? Yes, sir. So what is the problem? Just because blacks don't rule certain areas, don't mean just because black people rule it that shit's is gonna be goddamn pixie dust and fairy farts. That doesn't mean that shit. They go through the same bullshit as it is. And then the problem in the black community is they want to hire Ray and Poop because we know them motherfuckers thinking that they're going to do their job, and they don't do their job, and all it does is end up fucking everyone else in the ending. I see that so much. According to the white folks, they do the same goddamn thing. So just like black folks ruin a motherfucking city, you can look at fucking California, who is ruled by the whites, and them motherfuckers goddamn look like a shithole too. If anything is ruled from top to bottom by one goddamn ethnicity, run that shit into the ground.
And he could actually say one ideology.
Yeah, one ideology damn sure runs it into the ground.
Hey John, back to what you were just talking about, bro. So what? Yeah, because that nigga went on the spiel that he had nothing to do with what you was talking about. So what makes you think that? What makes you think that them black folks didn't get the same? Didn't get more money for working with that black man than working with that white man?
What makes you think that? Say it one more time.
By your statement you just got through saying, because you was basically telling me that well, the black people should have been doing this for their own and all this other stuff. So you believe, I'm just going to assume that you believe that a person that worked at a black bank wasn't getting paid the same amount of money that they was getting paid if that wasn't getting the same amount of money that the white person was getting paid at that white bank.
No, that's not what I was saying. No, if that's
so if they was,
say it again. That's
okay.
not what I was saying. So I'll go back and say it again. What I was saying was we didn't need equal rights at that moment. If you don't rights, if you gotta beg somebody to give you rights, they're not gonna respect you no way. So what I was saying is, if they won't give you $2 an hour on the white man's job, then you create your own job and you give your employees $2 an hour, because we're creative just like they're creative. We have creation. We can create like they can create.
Okay, so again, do you not understand when we first started this off? That's exactly what they was talking about had happened.
I'm not okay. If they saying that,
that's
I'm
what Tom was arguing about. No, bro, that's what Tom was talking about that's what Tom was talking about in the beginning. And you doing the same thing. I'm telling you the same thing I was telling Tom. That's not what you thinking is equal, sir. It's not. They had all that already. If you sitting here saying, bro, oh, well, you ain't getting paid this money at the white man because you a doctor and you got this college education and they don't want to pay you. You go over and work for this black hospital. You make more money at the black hospital. Is that what
I didn't say that though?
About? No. Oh, God damn it. So who the fuck was working at these black hospitals, bro, with all black staff, Tom?
Black niggas.
Exactly. So that's my point I'm making to John, sir.
Okay,
So
okay.
he's sitting here telling me, bro, you can go do your own. You already explained, bro, that they did their own.
Mm-hmm.
So they already had these places, bro. The thing is, bro, going to go work at another place, that's where they wanted the equal opportunity. Not at their own places, bro.
Okay. Yeah. I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that.
I won't argue it. I don't even think I was trying to say that if I did. But I was really talking about you begging for something that they're not gonna give to you.
You said they're expecting something from another motherfucker instead of just to control their own destiny and taking it all into their own hands.
That's all I'm trying to say. I'm not.
Yeah,
I don't think I was arguing. I don't think I was arguing what OG just said. If I was, then that's not the argument I was trying to make. If you want to go work for the white man's job and get $2 on this job, if you want to go work on this job and you think equality is get $2 on this job, cool, do it. But the thing is, if he doesn't value as a person, what's going to make him do it?
Can I go on a rant? Can I go on a rant?
Create what's called creating constitutional rights. I mean, this right is made up by men.
Yeah, that's exactly what that's in the society we live in. That's exactly how it works, sir. Yeah. Exactly how it works.
Yeah,
that's why I'm lost. So you want these niggas to be to partition and do what they want to do, and then when these people tell them, no, you can't do that. You got to do this our way because we integrated. No, fuck that. We ain't doing that. Okay, so what you gonna have? You gonna go to war, nigga? You gonna do something stupid, bro? Instead of going through the legalities and going through the way that they want you to do things. If you be oh my God, that's crazy. But do for your own though. Like that's what I'm saying. They fighting for rights, bro. They fighting for the same rights, sir. So if they get if you go into if a white person in an establishment and then they tell their boss man, hey, say, look here, man, I'm getting treated a certain type of way. You ain't trying to do this for me. That's the rights and everything. And they go through the process and the company comes to find out, wait, you was treating this person wrong. Get a black person the same goddamn rights. That's the only thing they asking for. They asking for that same shit. But what you telling me is, no, don't worry about what they're going to give you. The right to fight, to get the right, that means, bro, you have the right to say something to them about it so you can get your compensation. Not if, nigga, you don't say nothing and you don't get the rights, bro. You know what's going to happen? They're going to continuously do what they do.
So you would be in favor for minimum wages?
We talking about on jobs and shit?
Yeah.
We're going to a whole nother thing. But I mean,
I'm just asking.
No, I wouldn't, bro.
Okay, that's all. I'm gonna answer Omar's question real quick. That's I say, can I go on a rant? She said, just because black people have some control, it is done through a system not set up by them. It is a system set up. It's just someone else's system. Where's the black system that is a fairy farts and goddamn Skittles? You can even go to Africa. Take me to Africa where there's fairy farts and Skittles, if you want to, because there's a lot of black countries there, and there's not fairy farts and Skittles.
We didn't continue on with the civil rights fight, right? We were supposed to go from social politics to economic politics. We just never got there because we got stuck along the way. And now, like I said, man, we're here.
So you're in favor of protesting. You was in favor of continued protesting nonstop, Lord ADS.
I was in favor of basically expanding upon the rights that we were granted by this government.
What rights were you granted? What rights were you granted?
Civil rights.
Yeah, because that's equity. Right? That's not equality.
Yeah, I don't. What
equity and equality go hand in hand.
So in other words,
they do not, sir. No, they do not, sir.
Yes, they do.
No, they do not, sir.
So let's not say that. Let's just say you wanted privileges that was granted you to, because it's not nothing that was granted to you besides what in the Constitution that by the government, because that's what the government runs off of is that Constitution. Where does it say it's going to give black people a leg up or equity or whatever you want to call something that? Where did it promise something to black folks?
Not within the Constitution itself. Constitution has been amended 1,000 times, right?
What law said? Wait. What law?
Can I talk? Can I talk? Goddamn! Before you keep cutting me off, shit! What the fuck, man? I can't think. I can't think because you keep fucking talking.
Okay, I'm gonna shut up. Go ahead, Lord.
Holy crap!
Go ahead, nigga. Goddamn.
So you didn't get them through the Constitution, of course, in that circumstance situation. But the Constitution has been amended a million times, right?
Absolutely.
Civil rights was to fight for equal societal standards, right? Between two blacks, basically the integration piece of that we're talking about, right? The expansion of it, where we were kind of treated equally, going to the same classes, same rules, same hospitals, same jobs as white folks. But what we didn't get was the same pay as white folks did. That's where the economic piece came in, right? You know,
Can
the
we-
same loans, the same houses. We were getting higher rates. We're still getting crazy high rates on loans and houses, right? Because we haven't got that economic, basically, policy in place for us. So, with that being said, we stopped because I believe we just got too complacent, and we just got things got too easy for us to the point where black folks just sort of didn't want to continue on. They just wanted to be where they was at, and now we're kind of stuck here. That's all I want to say.
Okay, so
This
now I'm gonna ask you another question. Now, Jesus goes right back into the same question. Where in any document says that we're supposed to give black people a leg up in economics?
It's not a leg up per se. It's an equality to the economic policies that are in place.
It's not no equality. There's not even equality for fucking white people. What the fuck are you talking about? Show me the equal white person.
If an engineer at a standard rate who's a
Oh
white
my
guy,
fucking
right?
god! And so you can't answer the question. Show me where there
I'm
is
giving you
equal white
examples.
people.
It is illegal to pay people differently based on race. That is already illegal.
It's not.
It
Yes, it
is.
is.
It's technically it is.
Technically it is, but it's still in practice, right? So
I
you can
agree.
say that.
Prove it.
I agree.
Easily, man. We just had a whole women's issue, right? With them claiming about they were getting paid 60 cents on the dollar.
Yeah,
Black
because
men
they
are making
work
80
less.
cents on the dollar is well
Yeah,
documented.
dude. Yes, because they
Versus
work
the full amount.
less. Yes, because they work less hours. They take
Mayo-
jobs that pay less,
Okay, go ahead, Mayo Monkey.
and they don't do overtime. There's a
Monkey,
reason.
That's hog shit.
No, it's not.
If you're working the same position in the same
wow.
role, you deserve the same pay.
And this is why we call you a liberal.
Even if you work less hours.
If I hire you in as a project manager, right? And that project manager role pays $65 an hour. But when I hire you in, because what Mayo Monkey says, I just don't think you're doing enough right off the top. Because
Well, they don't,
remember,
that's not how they hire people, sir.
That's literally not how hiring gets done. But
ADS, I'm gonna give you a personal experience, right? That you can help use it for your argument. At 17 years old, I worked on a loading dock. 5'9", 165, 5'9", 165, 70 pounds.
He's smaller than y'all.
Woman.
No,
There
he's
was
smaller
another
than
woman.
ADS.
There was another one. There was a woman who worked on the dock who was about 6'1", probably 190, 200. I was going to school and I worked 8 hours, probably sometimes 6 to 8 hours a night. She would work 4 hours a night. Does she deserve the same amount of money that I get? Even though we make the same pay rate, we get paid $8 an hour, $9 an hour. Does she, at the end of the week, does she deserve the same amount of money that I get?
now you're talking about hourly, right?
Oh my
Yeah.
Hourly, she's not going to make the same money you're going to make anyway because she's worked half the time. Let's start with that.
No, hourly we
your
make the same
example
thing.
was $65 an hour.
Huh? What are you talking about, Mayo?
Your example of the project manager pay was $65 an hour.
Yes.
That's an hourly job, right?
If you put it into the hourly wage, yeah, depending on that circumstance, right? Because if you're working as a PM, you're likely working as a contractor. So that's likely to be salary.
That's
or
not true.
hourly.
That's not true at all. Most PMs are on by literally by contracts. They're on contract, and they're not.
That's what I just said.
And they're not on hourly. They're salary, sir.
Most contractors that I know work at an hourly rate.
No, most PMs are salary because they have times where they're going to work over and they don't want to pay you nothing extra. You're going to get straight time pay. You're not going to get motherfucking what goddamn hourly people get, which is overtime. What is it? What rate is it? What is it called? Shit, I fucking forgot.
Let's go back. Let's go back to the simple. Let's go back to the simple example.
Okay, go ahead.
If I
Jesus
work
Christ.
8 hours, if I work 8 hours a night, and she works 4 hours a night, we make the same salary. At the end of the year, who's gonna make more money, her or me?
You, if it's hourly, right?
Yeah, because I work more hours.
Yeah, even at the
She
same
had to,
rate.
even at the same rate. She had the same chance to make it right, but she didn't want to do it.
Well, John, she might have been doing something you couldn't do for them, John.
Number one, salary jobs, you usually negotiate your salary, right?
Absolutely. I negotiated mine. I should have did a better job. I should have did a better job. Dude.
And women are usually less aggressive at negotiating their own salary.
Yeah.
You could take two men. If one man wants to work 20 hours a day, another man wants to work 10 hours a day. Guess what? And they can make same amount of money each hour. But guess what? The man that works 20 hours a day, at the end of the year, he's gonna make more money. It's choice.
I like how y'all switched it and took it to move the goalpost way to hourly and salary when we was literally talking about a person having the goddamn same position, right? In the same goddamn company. Let me tell you the first thing that you did. You said, and we was said, well, what if the other company or what if somebody else want to pay somebody? Well, that's the other company.
I didn't say
right?
anything.
They can do what they nigga, you was right here. We was right here with them niggas over here spilling that bullshit. Nigga, it was straight off the back of if you are working at this job and you got another person working at the same goddamn job and they tell you are a tech and this person is a tech and we pay y'all a certain amount, you should be getting paid the equal goddamn shit no matter what color skin you is. We went from there to saying, oh, well, no, it's okay because if you leave it the way that y'all want to leave it is, they going to be able to say, you know what, this dude over here, we're going to pay him $16 an hour, but since you black, we're going to pay you $8.
Can I ask
you know what I mean? That's not
question?
equal to me, right?
No,
if you're doing the same job,
already illegal.
That's the whole point. If you stick with the conversation was John the Baptist started off about asking people about rights, and then we went into what rights would they have, sir? And Lord ADS specifically said, bro, if they work in the same job, they should be getting the same. Y'all said no.
No, they shouldn't.
Right?
Okay.
Because again, because you went to the two examples of salary and hourly, that which didn't make no goddamn. Didn't have nothing to do with, again, back in the day in the 1950s, getting hourly a salary.
Well, he wasn't talking about 1950s. He wasn't talking about 1950s.
That's what we was talking about before niggas moved it to a whole nother goalpost to up now, talking about what they do now and what's against the law now.
Lord ADS, nigga, that was that
nigga. ADS moved the whole conversation. He did that.
Yes, bro. Now we're gonna blame on who moved the conversation. Nigga, if Lord ADS, can you stop moving the conversation, bro? Can you stop? Because they're gonna keep on blaming it on what you just got to doing. So just don't move the conversation forward. Let's stick back in the 1960s, 1950s. We don't supposed to be in no goddamn 20s, 2000s and shit. Talking about we already got the laws for when they literally in the video just got through saying, nigga, they were fighting for them goddamn rights. They might have the shit now, but they was fighting for it back then. But no, it was a problem. They were stupid. They weren't smart. All this other shit for fighting for this shit. That's what I
said it was the worst for black people. That's what I said.
Well,
I ain't called stupid. I said it was the worst for black people.
Bro, you called them niggas stupid. You called Martin Luther King stupid.
Yeah, I think it was retarded. No, I called him a fucking.
And said the nigga wasn't smart. And was said that other people.
I didn't say it wasn't smart. I did. Oh, I'm sorry, because you want to hold that nigga nuts. I don't. Now, again, if I call that nigga stupid, I'ma stand on it. Fuck that stupid ass nigga. Yeah, I said it. Now I said it.
No. You said that nigga was stupid, and then you said those blacks were stupid, sir. So I'm not I'm not saying that you said anything wrong. I'm not disagreeing with you when you said it. You said it, nigga. And I said your boy said that the nigga wasn't smart because others said, and that's all I said. So I'm only saying what you guys have said. That's it, bro. Because I'm trying to figure out why would you think that these people wasn't fighting for what we get today?
Because
back then, but
I mean,
because they didn't get it
OG,
back
what do
then.
you
See, we
expect,
get it
OG?
today. No,
because
bro,
they
but
did
we
what
get
y'all
it
did.
today,
They
bro.
moved
OG,
the
the
goalpost.
nigga's name is Uncle Tom. What do you expect from him? What do you
You still
want?
worried
His name
about
is
that
literally
nigga, man?
Uncle
I'm
Tom.
not worried about what that nigga talking about, bro. You know this is a show, right, Lord ADS?
So I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. The reason why I say, if you look at the actions of Martin Luther King, he's just like every other motherfucking communist, Marxist motherfucker who are out for themselves. It is the truth. The nigga just wanted some. The nigga just wanted some pussy. Let's be. That nigga just wanted some pussy. Nigga, he didn't care about the black community. He didn't.
Well, that's one thing we need more of is pussy. Because we there's a shortage of pussy going around right now. It's
Oh,
kind of weird out here.
That nigga was out there. That nigga. Nah, but
Now who moved the goalpost? Both of these niggas. This nigga got to talk about something. We already left. We already left the rhetoric when you said about Martin Luther King. Y'all just said all type of shit about this nigga. So
That's
I just
true.
left that shit alone.
What was
I did.
wrong?
I was on.
What was wrong?
I didn't say nothing. I didn't say.
Okay.
If you believe that, bro, that's on you. It ain't got nothing to do with me.
I got some more slander. I got some more slander for this nigga. You know me. I got slander for days.
But that wasn't slander. The slander was coming from you guys. It wasn't coming from the video.
No, I got the slander for him because I like the slander motherfuckers. That's what I do.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that ain't coming from the video. The video is giving you context. You're just taking the context in the wrong way.
No, I'm taking the context in the right
you
way.
Literally
You
just,
don't like
sir,
the way
sir,
I'm taking
sir,
it.
sir. So no, sir. You literally just told old girls where she was in her context in the wrong way. Yeah, I know. Shoot your little old shoot it, nigga. Shoot your free shooter, nigga. Shoot it, nigga.
Goddamn sick of this shit.
Yeah, man.
I got nothing but slander for this old nigga. Y'all like these old niggas. Him and his ugly ass son that don't look nothing like him. That ain't his son, nigga. Did he get DNA tested? That motherfucker. Have you seen Martin Luther King III or whatever? Michael Luther King III? That nigga don't look nothing like that nigga, dog. Yeah. I don't even think that's his baby. I can't prove it, but you know. We know he had other kids on the side, like we always do. You know how niggas do. They got 17 kids on the side. Yeah, I got nothing but slander. Let's go ahead and continue. Fuck them.
You just small build a conversation, nigga. That's crazy.
You had men like W.B. Du Bois trying to make a name for themselves. In order to make a name for themselves.
Sir, this was going right into what we're talking about, which is the economics of black folks back then and now. That's all. Now I'm back.
No, I said you small build the conversation, but we was getting somewhere. I was about to get another W.
No,
let's go to W. The buzz and watch your time. Looking ass niggas up here, nigga ain't got no top. Whole roof gone.
That's W.E. Du Bois, nigga.
Okay, but damn who this nigga is.
Let's go.
They needed to sabotage men like Booker T. Washington, who had influence.
Unfortunately, it's only a Negro minority of intellectuals and leftist Negro preachers who presume to speak for all of the Negro people. They try to silence all opposition by calling anybody who disagrees with them Uncle Tom.
That's a fact.
They want to disparage Booker T. Washington as the Uncle Tom.
That's a fact.
Booker T. Washington is this ultimate picture.
Oh, wide nose ass nigga.
Who gives the white people what they want and lets them off the hook. And W.B. Du Bois is this hero because he airs the grievances and he calls white people to account.
Except,
which is interesting
I'm
because
not getting my equal rights. I need
freedmen.
That's what that nigga was saying.
He was born well off.
This nigga came from Whiteville, USA.
That's a whole fact.
He didn't know what it was like to be raised in the South.
That's a fact. He wasn't from the South.
Booker T. Washington was born and raised in the South. He was born into slavery.
Hey, hold up. Wait, where my God damn it. God damn it.
That boy from the streets. You hear me?
That nigga Booker T from the streets. Hey,
Washington
hold on one
was
second.
born and raised in the South. He was born in.
Hey, OG, what picture is that?
That's a whole fact. That's like gun line, boss.
If y'all really think so, you look at that picture right there, and then go to this one right here.
There you go.
That's like gun line, boss.
There you
go. That's that same picture. Except for we added the horse, of course. But yeah, I'm sorry. I'm fucking crazy. Oh shit, I fucked up. What'd I do? Oh, let's take that off. There we go. Yeah, that was it. That was that picture right there. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's why I took it.
To slavery.
Look at that.
There was a way of simplicity about Washington. He was a very confident man. He was a man of faith. The boy was an atheist. Very troubled and very paranoid.
Paranoid ass white cracker ass nigga.
He was educated at
He
Harvard.
kept on getting backhand
where
all
he
the
was
time.
trained to look with disdain
I mean, look like
at
you,
Western
OG.
civilization.
No,
and at
sir, I'm not
capitalism
that
in
light
particular.
skinned.
You a lie.
And he saw
No,
Booker T.
no.
Washington as his intellectual enemy because Washington pushed utilizing capitalism instead of trying to do away with it.
You will find it true, not only in this country, but in other countries, that the demand will be more and more for people who can do.
Look at all them niggas making shoes back then. Boy, what the fuck? We were the means of production. Niggas was, man. I don't know why y'all be acting like niggas wasn't the means of production. If they just would have hired some goddamn Chinese folks. They didn't. They hired niggas.
They didn't even hire niggas, but okay.
Oh my God, here we go. They didn't hire niggas now. Okay.
No, not like what you talking about. No, sir. Niggas motherfuckers want
Yeah, because niggas had their own.
You had a color that was doing that, sir.
They had a what?
Color, sir. It's a person that a cobbler, or we cobbler, whatever. Yeah, a matter of fact, it's cobbler. He had cobbler that was doing that. Big word. Look that up, nickel. Yeah, that's what Alabama was. Nigga, you fix shoes. You fix shoes for a living, nigga.
Yeah, that's what all these niggas was. They were that. Those were those niggas. Yeah.
I thought they were colors. They cobblers, nigga.
The world is going to give the places of trust and remuneration to men and women who can do a certain thing as well as anybody else or better. Just in proportion as we do this, you will find that nothing under the sun.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. They didn't really fight for your rights, right? I'm gonna be honest with you. Those shits were set up, right? They put themselves in positions to motherfucking do that shit. Matter of fact, there was even documentaries over there when Martin Luther King and all them did those little sit-ins where it was literally they could have just got arrested, but they wanted to show how bad it looked, and so they can have the TV cameras over there. Ding ding, look at the niggas getting beat up and sicked on them by dogs and shit. Yeah, that shit was just like motherfucking sorry ass Rosa Parks, who didn't do it, who was a plant, who was a government plant like Mayo the motherfucking monkey. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem with people. They think this shit was it was a dog and pony show. That's all these niggas was. If you want to call that fighting for rights, I call it dog and pony show. That's what I call it. That's what the fuck it was. Some of them people even said, we don't even know why they did it. Why did they do that? It didn't help the cause. It didn't. That's what they said, nigga. That wasn't me saying it. That was niggas of the time said that shit. The fuck is we doing here? Y'all got y'all revisionist history like, oh, these niggas could do no wrong. They did everything correctly. They fought for our rights, even though nothing changed after that until years later. This is crazy. Fuck is we doing?
Why?
Because niggas
why it didn't change the years later time?
Because they need a cracker in there to motherfucking make sure they got it changed.
There it is right there. There it is right there.
And that's the truth. It's the truth.
Goddamn, the
All right,
motherfuckers
gentlemen, I gotta
if they
get some
would have
rest.
just
Thanks
did
for
what
having me up, Uncle Tom.
what the law was and not treat motherfuckers below that, guess what would have happened? The same thing that's happening right now. Right now, time.
You know what? Let me finish this. I got something for you, nigga. I got something for you, nigga. Okay. Okay. All right. Hold on.
Will keep us back.
Bacon.
Shit.
I was able to look at this book called Harlem: A Century in Images. It gives you a timeline from its inception to its collapse. From the beginning, whether it's the kids in the classroom, the way that the people are dressed, the business owners, you see this classiness, that they're well put together, that they're self-respect, that they're dignified people. And then somewhere down the road, you have new players on the scene, preaching a certain message, a certain agitative, militant message. The faces go from being delighted, happy.
Happy. Look at the niggas. They happy.
They are. You missed it. You had your head down.
Look at the middle. I already seen this. Don't worry about it. I already seen it.
You missed it already.
Everyone's look at all these angry niggas. Look at all these angry niggas. Why they angry?
Lied to, goddamn. They got lied to.
Yes,
goddamn.
they got lied to by W.E. the boys and the niggas who wanted the Smallville goddamn Martin Luther dick bag. Yeah, I said it. I said it again. Martin Luther, the prostituter. Yeah. I said it. Oh, that was a good rhyme right there. I should put that in the book.
I'm not gonna disagree with you. Everything
You need to put that in bar, sir.
Yeah, but you definitely ain't looking at the screen. Them niggas ain't mad because they right. They ain't got no rights. They ain't got no rights to smile. If you smile, you get 3 lashes.
Shut up, nigga.
Probably unknowingly, the story of Harlem.
Ideas have consequences.
Put y'all niggas in the city.
These ideas through.
Put y'all niggas in cities, nigga.
Sad,
what you get is the
that is sad
story.
Sad,
look at all the roaches. Look at the roaches.
Socialism will and
that yellow cornmeal right there. that yellow Quaker cornmeal with that extra roach in it.
Have you ever heard about how they used to go around and spray pesticides, and then when they come to the black side, when they go to inside of a black, they put sugar water?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I heard that fool.
Shit crazy, dog.
That's why I wouldn't live in the city, nigga. Fuck all that, nigga. Hell no. Hey, look, all y'all New Yorkers, Chicagoites, all the motherfuckers that love to be in the motherfucking goddamn city. You got them roaches out there, roaches and rats. Did Harriet Tubman exist? Exit. Exist. Yes, but her story was wrong. Her story was stolen. She stole someone else's story for her little 300 that she did. We had a motherfucker that got almost 19. Well, I ain't gonna say 19. I'm gonna say upward 10,000 that they don't want to tell her story, which is William Still and his brother and everyone else, which his brother got, sold into slavery and he couldn't get him out. He tried to buy him. They wouldn't let him buy him. There's another story that's just not being told, but the revisionist history of the whitewashing that want to give us a Negro female that did nothing but 300 when a black man who was really integral, doesn't even get mentioned in the books like that. That's crazy work.
I like that fact that you just skipped over, nigga, that the black money wasn't no money. I appreciate you.
What black money wasn't no money? I ain't hear that.
Black money wasn't no money. You just got to say they try to buy the person back. Nigga, when you sell that nigga back, no matter how much money they gave him, huh? Your money don't mean shit.
Hey,
your money ain't shit. Yeah. You see that, John? And this is still in the times, John. This is way before. This is years.
This is during slavery. This is during slavery, right?
And this is years.
No, let me give you the answer. Let me give you the answer,
son. You can't give me no answer for that, son.
Yes, I can. I literally can.
No, you can't. What else are you gonna give me?
It's not my fault. Oh
my gold shillings don't sell, nigga.
Nah, because that nigga was a runaway, and I want to make sure I want to keep my runaway because y'all keep calling for him, and we gonna continue saying no out of spite, nigga.
Where's the equal in that, nigga?
Yeah, they're not equal in that.
They ain't no equal in that, huh?
Listen, I don't believe in equal.
I know you don't believe in it. I get it. But where's the equal in that though?
Fuck them, niggas ain't supposed to be.
If I got this $100, you need $200 ball.
No,
$300 balls.
No, I need 7,000.
My nigga money don't spin over here, huh?
No, not the same way cracker. Not the same way cracker.
You can't make that shit up, bro. That's what I'm saying. You can't say that shit, bro. Then go back and say, nigga, it's no. Nah, brother. It's been like that. This was a system, as OG Do Dirty said.
It wasn't a system like that.
Yeah, it was. It definitely was a system. Sir, it definitely was a system back then.
Okay, then how many times was a system back there? Okay, how many times did the system change?
What are you talking about? You talking about for them?
For anyone, how many times did the system change?
No. For who, sir? You talking about for the people in the 1776s?
For everybody.
In the 1776s, everybody in the 1776s.
Sure, you can name it.
I can tell you.
Yeah, give me time.
I said 1776, and we're gonna go stick to what you brought up.
Hey,
when each other. Yeah, that's when the system changed. Because the nigga, they told him, you know what? This our system. You can't buy niggas around here. If you ain't no money, you got buy niggas around here. These our niggas.
Wait a minute, Tom. Mm-hmm. Who was the first chattel slave owner in the United States, sir?
A black man. Was it Anthony Johnson?
Anthony Johnson, sir.
Yeah.
So
It's system.
It's system, nigga. And we're gonna equate to this nigga buying every nigga that came in here, huh? $200 nigga. I got them all, huh? Okay, so stop that, bro. If I said you come on, man, you can't even add that in there.
He had a stable of them motherfuckers. That nigga had a stable of them motherfuckers, dog.
But he's the one denying. No. He wasn't the one denying. Sir, because he wasn't the one denying, sir. If you want to bring him up, if you want to bring him up, go do your history on the nigga. But the people you talking about that this so-called Steelman and all them other niggas was getting their people back from. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. The Steelman, because he was out there stealing niggas. You know what I'm talking about. He was, you go look at where they was, bro. They wasn't around that dude that you so-called talking about had a own slave. Come on, stop it. It ain't a record.
No, sir, but that was referring to the system, sir. That was referring to the system.
Yeah, the system was in 1776 that nigga can't buy nigga.
No, that's not true. Niggas can buy niggas in 1776. Yes, they could. Niggas can always buy niggas in 1776. Are you serious?
Get out of here.
You don't think there was freemen in 1970?
Yes, sir. I know it was. It was, bro. Again, you can keep on going. You can keep on going back to the small numbers of people who did that. But again, that wasn't the people telling them people, bro, you couldn't buy niggas. Obviously, guess what they was doing? But one thing that y'all keep on skipping over. No, sir. The one thing y'all keep on skipping over, what was them niggas doing?
Buying slaves.
Buying niggas. We ain't even talking about them. Stop bringing them up because we already know that they bought. We're talking about the ones that they said you can't buy nigga.
Well, that was because
who said that? It wasn't the black niggas. It wasn't him. So stop bringing him up. That's
So
my whole
let me
point.
tell you
Why
why
when I'm
you
talking,
no
why when we
because you don't
talking
want
about no nigga,
you don't
no
want to give
nigga.
me
Why when we talking about something, y'all want to bring
I'm
up some
talking
bullshit
about
that didn't even
one
have
nigga.
it.
I'm
Goalpost
talking
moving, bro.
about one nigga. You talking
Goalpost
about
moving,
listen,
dog.
I'm talking about one
I'm
nigga.
talking
And
about you, man. See, bro, you asked me a question. When did
I
this
was
shit?
talking about
You said
one
when was?
nigga.
You asked me, nigga, when was this? I say, nigga, 1770. Say, nigga, you can't buy nickel.
No, I was talking about one nigga and it wasn't 1776. So that's bullshit.
You asked me, you specifically asked me, nigga, give me a time. I say 1770. Say, nigga, you can't buy nickel.
That's what
That's what I said.
You can buy niggas then.
That's what I said. In 1776, you can't buy nickel.
You can buy them in 1776.
You can't buy nickel.
Yes, yes, you can. What are you talking about? Niggas was buying niggas in 1672. What are you talking about?
You can't buy nickel.
Okay. If you want to say that, let's go back to the video because OG over here bullshit now.
Nah, bro, because you ain't listening. You know exactly what I said. Yo, well, yes, another W, bro, because you know them niggas weren't allowing them niggas to buy niggas, bro.
Yes, they were. Okay, hold on. Let me look it up for you. When did the first black freeman buy his slaves?
It ain't gonna be 1776, nigga.
Anthony Johnson, an African man who had been an indentured servant, was the first documented person of African descent to own a slave in the American colonies in 1655. He won a civil court case to claim a black indentured servant, John Casor, as his property for life.
Property for life. The first nigga who brought slavery to America like that was a nigga that said, "I want this other nigga for life." He went to court and won it for life.
Yeah.
He the one set up the system. That's what I keep telling you. The nigga set up the system. It wasn't a cracker. It was a nigga. It's okay, OG.
No, it's not okay, bro. Because you doing it. No. It wasn't okay, bro, because that's a minute point. A minute point. I already told you that already. When Mayo first saying this shit, I said, nigga, that don't even make sense. We wasn't talking about who was the first nigga to get him. You just got through saying that them niggas wouldn't let another black person buy them.
Yes, I did.
I did.
And I said them niggas couldn't buy niggas.
No, they
and then
could.
you correlated
It was
that
just
into it. And then,
one.
no.
My
And
God,
then you
won't even let me
correlated
get
that.
my answer.
Because, bro, I just let you spill that bullshit and acknowledge some dumb shit that wasn't even said by me.
I ain't spilling and spewing bullshit. I'm telling you facts, nigga. William still wasn't allowed to buy his own brother because the motherfucker wouldn't take his money because they wanted to do it in spite of the nigga. That's why. Yeah, that's why, because he was a
what does that
runaway
mean,
slave.
Tom? Nigga can't buy nigga, bro.
Yes,
exactly
because
what the fuck I just got through saying, bro.
He was more
You
valuable.
went from a nigga that was you went from a nigga that was saving them to taking the conversation, moving the goalpost, trying to say that I didn't believe that a black nigga bought slaves.
Here we go, nigga. Nigga.
Nigga.
No, I know
what we doing here?
Gunshots, nigga.
Nah, you said yeah. Stop moving the goalpost, bro. Stick to the conversation.
Listen, nigga. I got a short-term memory span, nigga.
That don't mean that I do. I'm gonna stick to the conversation.
Man,
I'm not
shit. I go all over the place and not come back.
Man, she's small villain right now, nigga.
I'm saying small villain. Shit, nigga.
Yeah, you is. Yeah, you is. You just try to give me credence to a goddamn Slater. Or what you call it? What you call it, Mayo? What you about to say? I was about to say that shit all type of wrong, nigga. Cattle slavery. We wasn't even talking. Yeah, chatter. We weren't even talking about that. In the first black man who owned slaves, we weren't even talking about none of that shit. Nigga, stop small villain.
Yeah. Oh, damn. Fucking Mayo put up numbers, a whole bunch of numbers. I don't believe them motherfuckers, but they numbers, you know.
That's just in Louisiana too.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. That's. I'm gonna have to read that. I'm gonna leave that back there. They don't need no education. They don't even need
exactly.
Man, shut your ass.
Yeah, nigga, you just proved it right then and there. That don't even make sense. What the fuck? We weren't even talking about that shit.
Well, I ain't said that. Man, gunshots, nigga.
Yeah, nigga, fired, nigga. I told you, bro, you be getting lost, bro. You gotta stop doing that shit, bro. That shit don't be making no sense.
Well, listen. I was
stick to the conversation.
I remember why. The reason why the conversation changed is because Omar made me change the conversation with her. Goddamn,
no, nigga, ain't no motherfucker.
Yeah,
Omar Mayo made us change the conversation, nigga, because he wanted to bring up chattel slavery, nigga. I just told you this. You just told me you didn't remember that just happened, sir. You literally just told me that. I don't remember some things sometimes.
I gotta find it.
I'm refreshing you, sir. That's what just happened. Because we wasn't talking about that. You was literally telling me
I was
point.
responding to a chat statement. That's what I'm saying. That's how I got lost in the sauce. I was responding to
it wasn't. No,
yes,
it wasn't. You were still on that point, because me and you were still arguing about goddamn nigga. Niggas don't buy niggas.
Oh yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah. That part is true. Yeah. But it all started by Omar. I'm gonna call Omar. It's Omar's fault. She did it.
My dog even shaking her head. No, nigga.
This land, we see no other way. But scores of others do not believe this, and that's their right. They have, however, no right to prevent the truth about socialism from being told. They have no right.
Socialism.
Look at that New York City boss. It's trash.
Begging somebody to accept you, to love you.
Look at this.
That's his legacy.
Begging someone to love you. That's crazy. What, OG, will you
had black power in Harlem.
Hold on. Would you beg a motherfucker to love you? Please.
2025, I don't have to.
Oh my God, you can't answer the question. This is crazy.
I said it's 2025, I don't have to.
He just begged somebody for equal opportunity.
Oh wow, he did do that shit, didn't he? Didn't he, John the Baptist? Look at it.
To be honest with you, I didn't ask. No, I did. Matter of fact, John, just the crazy part, I did the shit you told that you wanted black people to do. I just overtalked the nigga till I got my point out. Don't lie on me, nigga. I ain't asked that nigga for no equal opportunity, nigga. I just kept on talking till I got my point out.
Yeah.
I should have asked. You know what? Next time, Tom, I'm gonna be gracious and I'm gonna ask you, can I speak? I want to be example, like John saying I am. I'm gonna be example next time, John. I'm not gonna overtalk. I'm just gonna say, sir, can I please speak on what I want to say, so we won't do what we just got to doing. That's what I'm gonna do.
Hey, that's trash, OG. Stop doing that. Don't do that.
You legitimately had that.
Look how sharp. You know what's fucked up, OG? These niggas didn't even have air conditioning. They got on a motherfucking 4-piece suit, nigga. That's crazy.
Okay.
You don't believe it?
No, I believe it, bro. I know exactly what you're looking at. I see the same thing. So, you know, black people were stupid back in the day. They walked around in 3-piece suits while everybody else walked around in mustard tees and coochie cutters. Okay, cool. I got you. Yeah.
Now you want to call them stupid, huh? You?
No, I guess you didn't hear the whole thing again.
I heard you.
Okay. I would say you didn't hear the whole thing. I was being facetious. You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna take it like everyone else. I'm gonna take what the first word you say and leave the rest of it.
Yeah, I know that's what we do, bro. That's what I'm saying. Listen,
because words are not important.
So okay.
Yeah, this nigga right here, man. God damn.
Booker T. Washington and his faction was able to build. W.E.B. Du Bois and his faction destroyed.
That's a fact. Look at these niggas.
That's the reality of
New
Black
York.
Harlem.
Trash ass, rat infested, bug infested.
Communists have planted the idea. Don't do anything to yourself. Just get out there and fight and yell and scream.
Fight, yell, and scream like stupid niggas.
Mm-hmm.
That spirit was implanted in them by W.E.B. Du Bois, who was
fight, yell, and scream. That's what niggas do today, like it does. Well, let's be honest, niggas ain't doing it. The niggas doing it. It's
hey,
the
Tom,
black.
did you playing this out?
Huh? Yes, I absolutely did.
No. Did you playing this out like in the sense of that W. Du Bois kind of birthed Martin Luther King?
Yeah.
Yes, nigga. You ain't paying attention with the nigga. Someone please call 911. That was that nigga time. It's that nigga time, dude.
God damn it. What we doing here? This nigga, I've been telling y'all, this nigga is trash. He came up from a trash ilk, nigga.
That's why that nigga been spinning the narrative, trying to say I agree with the niggas, John.
the talented temp.
Yeah, this is a whoa.
This is Tom people right here, man. You know that nigga Tom, him and WD Du Bois and Booker T. Washington got the same education. You hear me? They wear the same type of glasses. All their hair gonna look the same eventually. They the same skin color and they got the same beard. These are Tom people.
Wait a minute. First off, that nigga ain't got a beard.
Mine's longer than bald headed. So I ain't got.
So you really you look like E.B. Du Bois, who's half white like you is. It's okay.
Position by white socialists,
lashing civilization into niggers.
With the nigger.
Drip of blood and roar of
he was doing the same things in his time.
There are only two ways to explain
Look at
why
this sorry-ass
black people were
nigga.
enslaved and white people.
As Ibram X. Kendi and others are doing today.
Fear is one of the dominant emotions of the black experience. Fear.
Selling out black people.
Out of the ashes of white denigration, we gave birth to ourselves.
Natural.
For prestige.
Sad.
Got that natural. Okay.
The spreading of lies about the socialist world.
Securing power for socialist demagogues.
As Americans, you have a right, a legal and
Wait a minute. Let me address this comment. Omar said, Tom, that's not important. They were men on a mission and appearance helps. Shit, me, nigga, not when it's 150 dirty ass. I ain't gonna wear no dirty, because you gotta understand these motherfuckers didn't wash these clothes every day. Well, some of them did, depending on where you are. But that was most of them.
Black people were clean.
Wait. Hold up. That was
They
most.
didn't take baths every day.
Listen, that was most of the niggas in the South that had to look clean. It was the niggas from New York and all these other cities, right? They were dirty as fuck. They were the dirtiest niggas. Rat infested, motherfucking bugs and roaches, didn't have good water, none of that shit. The niggas in the South had values. You know why? Because they had to look clean. If you didn't look clean, you were shunned. Look at this dirty ass nigga. We don't do that.
Everybody stay clean because of the nigga in the South, nigga.
That's a
fact. The nigga was the washing machine.
That's a fact.
Just saying.
See, now we agreeing. That's what I'm talking about. Gunshots, nigga.
No, we been agreeing, sir. You just been cutting up. That's all it is.
Dirty ass
motherfucker today. That's all it is.
That's a fact.
Constitutional right to call yourselves communists.
All right. Hey, we was gonna watch that movie tonight, but since I can't get it, I'm probably gonna watch it on a different day. I'm sorry, babe. I know I'm loud. All right, let's bring up this nigga right here because I've been waiting for you to see this OG for a while. This nigga look just like you. He bald and everything. Look at him.
That's OG about 30 years.
Light skin in the motherfucker. I would see your picture what I would look like in 30 years, but I don't even want to do it.
Yeah, you look like that. Xerxes, nigga.
Right there.
No, he don't look nothing like my granddaddy or my daddy. I don't know what he's doing.
You a lie. You a lie.
Putting that disrespect name on me like that.
That must be how your granddaddy look right there.
Before.
Nope.
91.
Hold on, I want y'all to listen to this black man.
Only people that color is time people. That's him. You know what I'm saying?
That's almost a fact.
No, that is a fact. We see you and your daddy. Y'all niggas got the same skin color right now. Matter of fact, cut that light on you and stop bullshitting with that light over there so we can see your real skin color. Turn that bitch. Yeah, there you go. You see that, John?
It's the same color, nigga. What are you talking about?
I can't see color. The live sign right there.
Yeah, everybody else's eyes ain't gonna work, but I'm glad he did that because when that light shined on his ass, he nigga got the same skin color.
You crazy?
Yeah, nigga.
Well, you and OG, but y'all about the same skin color though.
No, OG is.
I'm way darker than him, bro. I'm telling this nigga, bro. He be making me light, bro. But it's cool.
Fucking lies, man. Listen,
bro, I'm not.
When that nigga's out in his car on his beginning of his goddamn his motherfucking intro, that nigga lighter than me by like 6 shades, nigga. Straight up.
You want to see
Straight
how
up.
light I'm gonna show you how light Tom is, and he don't even realize. I've been waiting on this because I'm fucking going through it now. Go to that nigga page. Go to the Uncle Tom page, not the porch. Go to Uncle Tom page. He got a video where he out there playing. We out there playing golf. Now look at the times of the day. He got two or three videos up there, right?
Oh my
I don't
God.
know if it's the one where he hit that thing far, but I know it was one of them where you follow the blue line. Now it gets light. Now understand, I don't know if he was there in the morning, the afternoon, but boy, when that sun crest that nigga skin, he looked like his daddy on the screen. Oh, I'm trying to tell you, that nigga looked at light skin and shit. I say, ooh, I say, boy, he better not ever say nothing about me. You see that picture? You want me to go get it?
Go get it.
Don't worry about it. I'm about to go. I got you.
Let's listen to this Negro.
If you look around, never before in my 91 years of history as an American have I ever seen the nation more racially divisive than it is at this very moment, including the days of the Ku Klux Klan.
Ooh, did you hear that shit right there? 91 years. This is the most racially divided he has ever seen. Even of the days of the Ku Klux Klan. Sad.
And the segregation laws.
And the segregation laws. I didn't even hear that part. And the segregation law. That tells you niggas ain't shit.
Left for black people to do is to burn it down.
What do you think about what he said, Blanche?
Well, it's an indictment on how bad they say it was. If he's saying that it's worse now, then it couldn't have been that bad back then because it ain't bad now. He just told on himself. And so I don't understand how black folks hear this man say this. He said it's worse today than it was when they showing you all the footage of the dogs and the sticks and the bricks and the water hose. He's saying it's worse than the lynchings and the hangings and it's worse now. And that stuff isn't even happening. So to me, that's an indictment on the whole narrative of how bad it really was back during that time period.
We were taught how to use propaganda and arouse the emotion of the masses. We learned how to set one group against the other and to make them hate each other. We learned the necessity of having martyrs. And we were even told how to create our own martyrs. We were taught the importance of getting large masses of people into the street for marches and demonstrations. I participated in so-called nonviolent demonstrations that were deliberately calculated to irritate white people and to violence against us.
Ooh. Did you hear what he said, Omar? Like I said before, this shit was planned. It was planned bullshit. This is the problem with the nigga mentality in the 60s. That's why I say the civil rights movement was bullshit for the motherfucking Negroes. And all these niggas can do what the 60s was the days of bullshit fucking propaganda performed by black folks to hold the white man hostage for whatever bullshit ass thought processes they had at the time, whether it was laws or whatever. This was the time that they used that bullshit against the whites. So they had power back then, and they used it for, you can say good if you want to. If you want to say civil rights was good, it's on you. I still think it was trash for the black man. That's just me. Go ahead, OG. I know you want to be a contrarian. Go ahead. Go ahead and say what you got to say.
I wasn't even paying attention to you.
Yeah, because this nigga was part of the movement. This nigga was part of the movement, which he was, I would say, he created a coup. Him and his people, Martin Luther King and the rest of them niggas. Let me let you listen to this nigga again. Because that nigga, he's spitting number facts.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to find this damn video so I can get
find this video, nigga.
We were taught how to use propaganda and arouse the emotion of the masses. We learned how to set one group against the other and to make them hate each other. We learned the necessity of having martyrs. And we were even told how to create our own martyrs. We were taught the importance of getting large masses of people into the street for marches and demonstrations. I participated in so-called nonviolent demonstrations that were deliberately calculated to irritate white people and to violence against us. So we went right to work.
To do violence against us. Omar, you have been duped. These people ain't who you think they were. They were actual
demons.
Just saying.
But complete with smashing windows of white storekeepers, looting, and all the rest. I'm not speaking of things.
Hold on, wait. Let's hear what this nigga said again.
I participated in so-called nonviolent demonstrations that were deliberately calculated to irritate white people and to violence against us. So we went right to work, complete with smashing windows of white storekeepers, looting, and all the rest. I'm not speaking of things I read about. These are things I personally participated in.
If you look around, never before in my 91.
Come on, man. Come on, man. You heard the non-teeth having ass nigga. You heard him. He ain't speaking the shit he taught. He heard. He did this shit. He did this shit. And you know what? It ain't changed today. The same fucking mentality. Same fucking looting and tearing up people's shit.
Same tactics.
Same fucking tactics. Absolutely. This is the bullshit. But y'all want to say that these niggas was best for us? These niggas was the worst of us. They were. I'm sorry. Not sorry. These motherfuckers need gunshots. That's what them niggas should have got.
Well, one of them actually did, but.
And that was a psyop too.
Hey, leave that up there, Tom.
I got it.
Leave that up there.
This nigga's you ain't gonna get me. Even though I can show you. Look.
No, don't you move it, nigga. Don't you move it, nigga. Nah, that
without the sun hitting.
I got you.
Without the sun hitting me, nigga.
Hey, John, this is what I'm talking about, right? Like, it took me a little minute to get that nigga real color. Cause I had to get somewhere we got some sun at, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Cause he loved the dark and everything. Ain't no dark in the this. Now you see this nigga on the screen, John.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same color.
I was tired that day.
No, nigga. Same color, nigga.
You know what, OG? They pretty
same color. Nigga. Look at that.
You get lighter when you get tired, sir. Does melanin work like that?
Absolutely. Mayo, when I get sick, I get extra lighter. But look, here's my real skin tone right there. See that? I'll show you.
You same color as your uncle on the screen, nigga.
I know what my real skin tone is.
I'm a little darker than y'all. You know what I'm talking about? That's all it is. I'm a little darker.
I can show you my real skin tone.
He just a little darker light skin than you, Tom.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Yeah, my skin ain't nowhere near light.
I ain't gonna lie. I've been in the sun a whole lot. That's why I'm dark right now. I've been in the sun a whole lot this summer, boy.
All y'all say complexion is Mayo.
Shit. Ain't no one, only OG that color.
Hey, nigga, you only got one golf video up. You're supposed to have like 3 or 4 of them up.
I know. I haven't finished it. I just haven't uploaded them yet. I'm being lazy. I ain't gonna lie. You
definitely put that first one on there. The one when you hit that bitch, nigga. That's the
I got it done. I got it done. I just haven't done it yet. I haven't uploaded it yet. It's literally sitting in my motherfucking videos, ready to be uploaded. Let me get off this one because that was a good video. Is Omar still here? She probably went to bed. I've been cooking lately. I've been letting these old men cook lately. You know what I'm saying? She don't want to hear it from the people's mouth that they did that shit deliberately to literally fuck over the black man. Look at Mayo Monkey. Come out here showing. He love these facts out here for these niggas. I think we gotta do more of these. Deep dives on sorry niggas.
That's the whole fact. That's what we always do. We talking about ain't nothing new.
Yeah, that's true. Let me go ahead.
Niggas the business.
Go get the money. 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 I got it. Push it.
Whore. Know what I'm saying?
Know what I'm saying? Thank you, Mayo, for donating 5 gifted subscriptions to the Porsche memberships. Even though I haven't done a members only one yet, I might start throwing shit on members only. OG, I need to start. God, my fucking head hurts.
You definitely need to do it.
Yeah, I've been slacking. I ain't gonna lie, been slacking like a motherfucker. Cause niggas don't like this shit. To do these when niggas don't like it. Where we at? Let me get off this nigga. Cause I'm actually keep that one up because that was a good goddamn. You know what? Let's go with this one. Because this is bringing us into the 2020s and 2025s. Look at this shit.
Sexy Red and Sukihana did a rap video in the parking lot of a Popeyes chicken. Why is it us, Cat? How does it work so well on us?
When you look at the entertainment industry, when you look at the political activism, when you look at all the fronts, you'll begin to realize that they were able to shift what we know today as Black culture.
We intend to propagandize.
Prior to the 1960s, you don't see any distinguishable difference between Black folks and white folks.
You see that? Look at that. Look at that. OG. Look at it. Look at him.
We went from family values to integration.
Ooh, wait. Tell me I've been cooking tonight.
Hell no, you ain't been cooking.
You
crazy. Bad tomatoes.
I'm already putting these niggas on the barbie.
Nigga wasting food.
You a lie. I've been cooking the shit out y'all niggas, man. Yeah.
We not one time tonight. I'm making new W's.
Crazy.
Folks in that era, they look the same. The only difference is their skin complexion. But the way that they
I've been
take
getting
care
it up.
of
You've
their
been getting
families,
whooping
the way
all
that they
night.
go to work every day, the
got
way
me
that
messed
they
up, nigga.
move and this and the third.
Did you
there's
hear
no
them points that was
distinguishable
David,
difference.
nigga?
So it's farewell to the 60s.
As you get into the 70s, you have the kind of pro-Black era, the kind of say it loud, I'm Black and I'm proud era. It became vogue to embrace one's Blackness, picking your hair out into an afro, wearing African garb, naming your children all kinds of weird so-called African names, which aren't really African names. And then from there, you're able to come up with names out of left field where you merge this person's name with that person's name. And all of a sudden you have a concoction.
Hermisha, a combination of Herman and Misha.
It's just unique. It's from my mom and my father. It says who they are.
Blackness became something that you wear.
There was a deep wave of blackness. And it looked like everywhere you went, somebody was trying to see who could be the blackest. A brother was always trying to show he was blacker than somebody else.
And so nobody
changed,
stops
buddy.
to ask the question, who has defined what Blackness is? More often than not, you'll find that the engineers of Blackness aren't even themselves Black, which is something that we're going to get into in Uncle Tom 3. But they didn't do it independent of Black figures who are all too willing to play the part. Langston Hughes, he could have told Carl Van Vechten no. Dr. Dre, he could have told Jimmy Iovine no. All these people that Black culture looked to as the kind of gatekeepers or the kind of trendsetters of Black culture are themselves embedded with nefarious people and are themselves nefarious. And they kind of set the tone for what Black culture is. At this stage and where we are, it doesn't take as much time and effort as it once did, when you had to subvert the culture, so to speak, where you had to shift the culture, so to speak. Because all that work was put in the early to mid 20th century, we're now at a point where it doesn't take much. A lot of these Black artists were willing to play the part, projecting a message of what Blackness is. Once upon a time, the men to look up to in the so-called Black community were the pastors, the fathers, the businessmen. As you get to today, those positions have been replaced with your P. Diddy's, your Jay-Z's, your hip-hop executives, so on and so forth. So how do we get here? How do we get to a place where the people that we aspire to be, the people we look up to, are the former drug dealers who brag about selling drugs, who brag about the bodies that they stacked up or the women that they've slept with and things of this nature? This happened gradually over 100 years. So this is how we have gotten to where we are now.
Sexy Red and Sukihana did a rap video in the.
What do you think about that, OG?
You say what? Now come again. Say what?
I said, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I don't even know.
All right. Yeah, I think I got more videos, but I'm gonna cut it short because it's getting late and I gotta get up and munching. I think I got 2 more bitches in me. Yeah, one. Let's go 1 and 2. Yeah, I got 2 more left, but this is it for me.
I never would have called you that, but I can see it.
What?
Nothing.
Okay. A smart
I
individual.
watched the civil rights movement because even though I was living in poverty, we had a 2-room shack. At some point, we had electricity and we had a TV. Everyone had a TV.
So we've come here today
to
dramatize the shameful condition.
It seemed exciting what was taking place, that these people were on the move, they were on TV, they were changing things. I felt like nothing ever happens around Bedford County, Virginia, and I certainly would have been a part of it if I could have.
To the rural Negro, whose pleasures are few and primitive, there is no greater occasion than Sunday meeting.
Dr. King, was there something peculiar to the place where you started and the kind of people you attracted?
I would say by and large, it was very easy to get to the vast majority of Negroes because they were in some way connected with a church in the community.
Martin Luther King Jr., he was groomed, he was a liar, he was a charlatan, he was a menace. And the black community is worse because of it.
King got introduced to us under the guise of deception. He didn't really believe in Christ at all, but he was a pastor.
King's relationship with the fundamental gospel of the Bible is absolutely non-existent.
I happen to feel that God reveals himself in all of the great religions of the world, and there is truth in all. And
He thought a great deal of Hinduism, other world religions, Asian-based religions, but very little from a standpoint of what Christ could do as a result of his life, death, burial, and resurrection.
If we talk about what God does Dr. King believe in, once you've rejected the truth, all that's left is a lie. So if you reject all of that, do you really have the gospel that the Bible teaches about?
Look in your dictionary and see the synonyms of the word black. It's always something degrading and low and sinister. Look at the word white. It's always something pure, high and clean.
The downfall of blacks has more to do with a mindset shift that was brought about by political rhetoric than anything else.
I think the vast majority of white Americans will go but so far. They are not committed to genuine equality for Negroes. It's much easier to integrate a lunch counter than it is to guarantee an annual income, for instance, to get rid of poverty for Negroes and all poor people.
Begging.
Damn. Equality versus what? Equity?
That's what he said.
That's what I just heard? Yeah.
That's what he said. God damn begging these crackers for a leg up. It's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and keep going.
When you feel as though so-called white culture has been foisted upon you as a means by which to control you, well, then you see your rebellion against decency as a revolutionary act.
Gone is the timid attitude of some Negro students of yesteryear. Today, it's I'm here, I'm black, and I'm beautiful, baby.
I watched the civil rights.
And we're gonna finish it. What did we do? The cracker? What'd you hear? You hear something different? You hear something different? I just want to know. What you Okay. Well, let's listen to the cracker. Oh, I can't stand this bitch.
One of the questions I'll make is, would we still have Jim Crow today if not for the work of Martin Luther King and the Civil Rights Movement? The simple answer is no, especially when you consider how the work of men like Booker T. Washington resulted in a kind of subsiding of race tensions between 1900 and the early 30s, when communist agitation kicked into high gear during those early days of the so-called Civil Rights Movement. In fact, it can be argued that it was that very agitation which the early civil rights activists had a hand in that prolonged Jim Crow. Had things continued in the direction laid forth by men like Booker T. Washington, you would have had the dual benefit of preventing the expansion of the federal government on the one hand and the maintaining of the dignity of Black folks on the other.
They would have respected us, and we would have respected ourselves, instead of becoming a generation of stalkers looking in white people's windows, accept us. We all agree that segregation based on law is wrong. We all agree on that. But the government doesn't have a right to come in and forcibly use color to do anything.
Well, I think that everybody has to recognize, symbolizes a new commitment and a new determination.
Nigga, don't cry about that. Don't cry about the government now. That's what you want, nigga.
Take the kind of vigorous line that will assure the rights of the Negro citizens of this nation.
The reality of it is we had two different directions to go in. One was the direction of forced integration, which is the one that Martin Luther King chose. And the other was the direction of desegregation, which is the direction that men like Joseph H. Jackson chose.
As a fact.
Desegregation says that there needs to be a constitutional amendment or Supreme Court decision which says that Congress or any state legislative body cannot infringe upon a private citizen's or business owner's right to freedom of association. In other words, the decision to discriminate or not discriminate should be left up to the individual and not to the state or federal government. Forced integration, on the other hand, only replaces one tyrant for another. The tyranny of the state, which dictates who a business hires and fires, who a business serves and don't serve, gets replaced with the tyranny of the federal government, which says that the business owner has to hire and serve everybody, whether they want to or not.
These are typical of men.
But this time, most people weren't interested in that.
So much bitterness built up in a person and resentment when you know that you're being segregated against simply because you're Black, and there's nothing that you can do about it. There is something you're trying to do about it.
One of the questions I often get is,
Yeah, what you gonna do, light skin?
Who, me? I don't know who you talking to.
Yeah, nigga, he got offended. Nigga, what you gonna do, light skin? You know what I'm talking about. Nigga, what you gonna do then, light skin? Yeah, talk your stuff, light skin.
Yeah, gonna do a goddamn thing. She gonna sit down. She gonna pick up a picket fence and get bit by a dog because she bought into that
black
damn
enough, light skin. Put that paper next to your face. You ain't black enough.
You a lie. You know why you a lie? Because they only lose light skinned nigga. Except for Marlon.
Nigga.
Yeah, she a Rosa Parks nigga.
Yeah. Light skin. What they do now? Proper light skin. All right. What they talking about now?
So I like the way he broke it down on that. That's why I can't wait.
Same fucking way I broke it down, nigga.
Nah, nigga, shut up, nigga.
Same fucking way I broke it down. But you had to hear this jigaboo said like I wasn't smart enough to figure the shit out before he did, huh? And I don't even know the okay. I said the same thing he said. Nigga, what I'm saying, nigga. You gonna listen to this nigga, bro? He said exactly what the fuck I was talking about, bro.
OG, he sounded nothing like you.
Yeah, I know he didn't. I know he didn't. Yeah, exactly. You picking and shoot. Now you delusional. Now you delusional and you trying to Smallville, nigga. Stop. That nigga literally just said the same thing. Nigga, stop.
He sounded smart and intelligent. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah, I know. And since it didn't come from him and it came from OG, I had to get all that goddamn pushback, huh? When I'm sitting here saying the same bullshit that this nigga just got through saying.
Yeah, but
yeah. No.
I have a question. I
always with a question. Oh, just let me finish my statement.
Oh,
go, you got it. Let me answer your question.
All right. So my question is, what would you rather chose? Integration or desegregation?
Integration, sir.
Sad.
Yeah. Desegregation ain't gonna put me in a better position. No, I want to sell my marijuana to everybody, nigga, not just niggas.
You was back, yeah.
Just niggas,
man. Please,
just niggas. Nigga, I can't get rich like that, nigga.
You do know, if you stay in desegregation, it will integrate on its own.
What?
It would integrate on its own.
How would it integrate on its own, sir? If I'm not allowed to sell my product to them niggas, And what if I kept that same mentality and had that same mind frame? I wouldn't even be around all my little white friends, nigga. I wouldn't fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck you talking about, bro? Are you lost in the sauce, nigga?
And
We
desegregation,
talking
you
about.
can still hang out with white folks. What are you talking
No,
about?
you can't. No, you can't. Not living like I'm not living like I'm not living like a. First of all, I'm not you guys. I'm not a proper black, so I didn't live up with the picket fences and all that. You know what I mean? I was in the hood. You know what I mean? So we didn't do that.
You tell me,
sir, you was coaching. You went across seasons and more shit.
Actually,
nigga, your eyes is wide the fuck open. Man, what you talking about, bro? Stop doing this shit, bro. I keep on telling you, bro. I understand where you from. And even Oklahoma, bro, is come on now. Hell, it ain't nothing like Texas. Nothing like Oak Cliff, nigga.
For sure.
So
For sure. I give that.
I came up here to visit all the time, so I know what it is. My cousin grew up the same way you grew up, culture, nigga.
Some toast and shit, nigga. If you want to get down,
yeah. Nigga grew up culture, nigga. They looking at me like damn, this nigga in the 6th grade, nigga, with 4 goals in his mouth. Y'all niggas didn't even have none of that shit. I had tattoos on my body and everything, nigga, before I turned 14. I'm tatted the fuck up. Yeah, y'all niggas talking about y'all didn't live like we live, nigga. These niggas in a whole nother world. Until they came down there and see how we was living. And they was like, oh, yeah, y'all around niggas.
Only thing you do in Oklahoma, you leave to have fun. That's what you do. Yeah, that's a fact.
Sir, you're more integrated. You're more integrated there. It's a lot of people. You ain't gonna run into white folk. You could be an Oak Cliff nigga for years and not run into a white person.
I'm
just keeping it real.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
It's that bad in some areas, bro. Like
I know that. I know that. I've been to Oak Cliff. It scared me. I was scared. I was,
So basically, Oak Cliff ain't got no progress.
No, we definitely got progress. But I'm just saying, like, if you in your slum, you don't leave out your apartment for nothing. Everything is inside your goddamn apartment, nigga. You got the nigga that come by with the van. You buy your meat out the van. You know what I mean? You get all your snacks and shit from the nigga that come around, and you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you don't have to go nowhere.
Oh, they got the snack houses. Don't forget about the snack houses.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, your living house is right there, nigga. You ain't really got to do nothing, bro. Like, some people don't move.
Ain't no progress on Oak Cliff.
You crazy?
You crazy shit.
Listen. He been arguing all night long that integration is needed for black folks to have a chance, and you just said Oak Cliff ain't got no white people.
Yeah. No, I say they didn't have no white people. I said you can go without seeing them if you're in certain parts, but that don't mean that it wasn't integrated. Like in Oak Cliff, Oak Cliff, there's a college, right?
Yeah, I like how you dance right now. Go ahead and dance. Let me see you do this Michael Jackson.
Why would they be dancing, nigga? I'd rather just MC Hammer stump.
He is a dancer.
I'd rather just MC Hammer stump your face in with logic. It's more than just that around us, bro. It's more than just a college. You like right there next to the heart of downtown Dallas. What is Dallas known for, my good son? Downtown Dallas area, not just the clubs, business. So why would you not say that you? I'm just saying in certain areas you wouldn't see them, but other areas, you'll see a lot of them. So that means that it's still the same. But you talking about what if you wasn't able to cross Elm and go down there to downtown? What if you had to stay in Oak Cliff? That would be desegregation, sir. No, I'm just saying that would be desegregation. That would be you stay on your side, we stay on our side. Don't bring your ass over here. We don't take our ass over there. I'm saying no, you got to mix all this shit together, bro, because that's how you survive. That's how you grow. You can't grow with just sitting on one side. Like it's gonna take you a little bit longer.
Listen, this is the mean streets of Tulsa. Man, no one care about that. Listen, no one care about fucking man. We talking about Tulsa right now.
I ain't putting shit down.
I've seen this shit. I know you fucking lying. And this is the prize of Tulsa, Oklahoma.
That's a whole
Sweet mercy, God Almighty. Flooded again.
Yeah.
He ain't lying. He ain't lying.
That shit crazy. Hey,
It's
we're gonna
first
end
of the
off like
night,
that.
some parts.
We gonna end it off like that. It is 12:04. I should end at 12. My wife will be mad at me because I'm supposed to be done before 12 every night. Thank y'all for being here. Tomorrow I have I think they canceled the game. They canceled the game. They rescheduled it. Well, they rescheduled the game. So I'm gonna be here tomorrow. I'm gonna be here tomorrow, Thursday. OG, what we gonna do tomorrow? What we gonna do tomorrow? What you got? We're gonna go off the rails tomorrow.
I might let you go have it. We're gonna do that, yeah.
We go off the rails.
Yeah, we go off the rails. We're gonna be on the porch, people. We will not be on the OG Do Dirty channel tomorrow. We will be on the porch.
I mean, we can go OG. We can go your side.
No, sir. No, sir. Now we going off the rails. Not on the porch with the blacks. Oh no. Last time we did that, nigga, no, I had to take this show away. No, I'm good.
All right, we're gonna be derailed tomorrow. Tomorrow's probably gonna be shit across social media where we find anything. If y'all have something to bring it so we can show it. I don't give a fuck what it is. Motherfucker getting popped, motherfucker getting shot. I don't care. Bring it out. Bring whatever you got except for porn. We ain't gonna do porn. We ain't gonna do that because that'll get us instantly derailed. And guns. A lot of guns to do it too. So if you bring videos, or you can just send them to me and I'll play them. It don't even matter. Other than that, we up out of here. See y'all tomorrow. Peace.
Of course it hurts. Of course it's fire. Of
is
course it's pain. Of course it's that's hot. Gosh, just shut up. I can handle it. I know what I'm doing. Oh God, that hurts. Oh God, I'm so tired. Oh God, I didn't want to lose her. Oh God, I didn't want to have that pain. Oh God, no. Oh. God, you love me so much, don't you? Yes. Oh God, thank you for what you're making me. You're welcome.